And hello everybody, welcome to Do All the Things, the GDQ Hotfix show all about herms and speedruns and completionist categories in general. I'm your host, Mr. Shasta, and tonight we got 2 runs that'll be an SGDQ, but will you see either of them? That is the question. Well, you see like half of this run right here, but you know, you know what I mean. But yes, first off, we got Transformed War for Cybertron with Destani. You'll be seeing, this is a bid war in SGDQ, so you'll be seeing one of the 2 campaigns, either Autobots or Decepticons, but I don't see both of them, so, you know, maybe it's a little sampling of just the bid war in the future. Either way, it's good practice. That's the important thing. Afterwards, we have Solar Ash True Ending with Mechanical Steel, which is on backup for the event, so look forward to that. Both games are just, they got so much movement to them, to say the least. They both schmoove so dang much. It's awesome. You'll love them. But for now, I'll throw over to Stani. Let's get it started. Hello, how's it going tonight?
Yo, what's up, everyone? Like Shasta mentioned, my name is Nastani, and today we're running Transformers War for Cybertron. We're doing the full campaign. So, as he mentioned, when we get to GDQ, you will have the option to pick which one you want to see. And there is a correct answer. I don't know which one that is. You'll have to find out, but I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out by the end of this. But today, we have the illustrious Delaware. The entire state is with me today on comms. Delaware, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Delaware Cosmic, and I am here to have a good time. Cybertron is a pretty cool game, and I can't wait to see Nastani play it for y'all.
This is true. This is true. It is a pretty cool game, and it's going to be pretty cool pretty quick. So we're just going to get right into it. So timer's going to start whenever I select my character. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, good luck.
So I'm doing a very specific setup right here to, yeah, whatever, you're going to see it. So when I said that this game starts fast, I did mean that it starts really fast. And basically, this game is basically a third-person action shooter game. And so you're supposed to fight waves of enemies. I'm out of bounds. We're not going to do much of that this game. Let me just tell you, we are not going to do much of that. And so this game is very, very linear. And so what that means is that we are going to be trying to hit very certain checkpoints. I might be too low here. Yep. And if that happens, no worries. We can just do it again. Smile. So, again, this game, if you don't know, is basically just a third-person shooter. And we basically just go and fight waves of enemies. And that's kind of like the whole gameplay loop. I'm not going to lie to you. It's pretty, like, cut and dry. But what you notice there is that there is, I can obviously jump, I can transform, and this is a triple jump. That is a frame perfect input. So whenever you see me like fly into the sky like that, that is a frame perfect input that I'm hitting, and I am stuck maybe, surely not. Yeah. And so the beginning of this run is notoriously a gauntlet, as you're gonna see, because we're basically trying to checkpoint hop and skip a bunch of fights. And the reason that we're doing this is because fighting is really slow and going out of bounds is cool and fast. This should work. And that is nice. What the trick is supposed to look like. All right. Second try, not too bad. And now we are on an elevator. It's a fun time. All right, so
this game really rises to the occasion. Let me tell you,
we are rising, and we are transforming and rising up. You know, as Decepticon has said. Speaking of Megatron, yeah, you're talking to Megatron.
Yeah. Not it. Okay.
Yeah. Good silence, Megatron. Oh, hey, there he is. He's just moonwalking in the corner. He's just chilling. He doesn't have the lines.
You are a short-sighted fool.
He's just moonwalking in the corner.
Kill us all.
That is a funny. I don't really know why that happens, but sometimes whenever you do that trick, Megatron just gets trapped in the wall, and then he just does not. You know, he just doesn't do his lines. I don't know why, but it's pretty funny. But now we're gonna get to our second dreaded elevator. Now, you may notice that we're 2 for 2 on elevators, but we have glitched out of bounds. And I'm very pleased to tell you again that we are about to get out of bounds yet again. However, chat, we like clipped through the ceiling. We did some like weird like movement stuff with like the car physics and stuff. But unfortunately, if I just like jump right here and I just slide up the wall, there's just a hole. Just don't worry about it. There's just a hole there. And so now we are yet again cataclysmically out of bounds. Ugh, no fun. And so essentially, as you noticed, if I run up a wall with a car and I dash into it, I can essentially like dash up the wall and gain a little bit of extra height, which is kind of what I did there. I cannot believe that missed. That is so unfortunate. We go again. I hope you all enjoyed the elevator ride because we get to do it again. Except we don't have to do the long one this time. We can do the shorter one. Ooh, legally distinct elevator ride here. So I guess I'll talk about the movement in this game. So we have a double jump and a transform. If you double jump and transform at the height of your transform, you can gain like a little bit of extra height. And then in car mode, you have a dash. And you can either barrel roll in this dash or you can dash up walls like that. Either way, you have a dash, and then in car mode as well, if you right-click, you have a boost, which is like this like nitrous thing that I have here. And also, if you dash sideways, you barrel roll like that, and then you can like do this, which is cool. If only I nailed it. We're gonna do this trick again. This looks a little bit better to me, unless I get hit. Please, just thank you. Okay. Nice. I got hit by Megatron's foot, bro. Like, what is going on? Anyway, so this is the out of bounds in the game. It's just a great time, honestly. And we're just gonna kind of just casually fly through here. And let me tell you, we just skipped. And by the way, that first trick that we did, I didn't even mention it, but we skipped half of the chapter with that first one. That might be an important thing to mention, is that we did in fact skip half the chapter with that. And so now we're basically about to skip the second half of the chapter here. And you may be asking yourself, there is another elevator here. And you would be right. This is yet another elevator ride. But fortunately, we have, on this elevator ride, we have a cursed method here. This is one of the more difficult skips in the game for me because I suck at it. But you're going to see what's going to happen here. Yeah, we can just bounce off Megatron and clip through the ceiling with the elevator momentum. Just like, don't worry about it, man. It's completely fine. And now all I need to do is not cataclysmically mess up the second half of this trick and die, because that would be unfortunate, because I would have to do that again, and I don't want to push my luck.
So real.
I'm just going to be honest. I hate that trick. It's definitely my least favorite one. But wait, I'm not going to speak too soon. We're safe. Let's go. We're so good.
Okay, let's do it.
So now there's another fight here. I don't want to participate in this fight, so we're just going to go under and around this entire fight because this just exists here. Just don't worry about another triple jump. I'm going crazy on these tonight. Really cool. If only I could go crazy on hitting the other tricks in the game. And as you notice right there, if you land with momentum, you can actually carry it in robot form and like continue your hops, which you will see more of throughout this game. There's no wall there, but there is a checkpoint right here. And now we are out of the gauntlet of the early game.
Let's go.
And if you know this game casually, you know that we are at the end of the chapter in like a couple minutes. Which, you know, I don't think I need to say that we are not supposed to be here quite yet. But fortunately, with the checkpoint system in this game, as long as you just hit checkpoints, you can just spawn in the next area. Because that's basically what we're doing. Every time we're hitting a checkpoint after we sequence break and go out of bounds, we're spawning in like the next area. And this is the first time where we're actually going to fight Wawa-Weewa. And basically fighting in this game is pretty straightforward. You just kill people. Like it's really, there's not too much going on. because we just pick up turrets 90% of the game. Like this is a turning gun. We pick up these guns and then we just like one-shot everything. It's a really great time. And I believe it's hit scan too, so like you don't really need to aim. As long as your reticle's red, you're gonna hit them. It's great. But a fun thing can happen here. We're gonna see how lucky I get. Yeah, so that can happen. When the enemies transform, they have iframes. It's really cool, actually, and I enjoy it greatly. And so I've had this thing happen so much where the enemies will just transform and detransform and transform and detransform like 4 times in a row. And then they're just invulnerable for like 5 seconds. And you're like, man, I wish I could like get to the next area. And you just can't. There are abilities in this game like that where I have 2. I have this like little thing on the top left of your screen. I have this shield that I can throw that I'll never throw for the remainder of this run unless I accidentally hit control. And then I have a Chaos Blast, which basically just does a bunch of damage in a whole circle around you and kills like everyone. So we're going to use the Chaos Blast a lot for like AoE damage and things of that nature. And now we are in to chapter 2. So that was all of chapter 1. It goes by really, really quick. Pretty quick, I would say. And now we're gonna fly in a straight line. So, how's the weather, guys? Y'all,
It's hot.
It's hot. Yeah. You know, you are correct. Yeah, it is a little warm outside. So we've named this split aptly. We've named it Boring Thundercracker. Because when I said that we're literally just flying to the button. There's nothing we can really do here. There's no sequence breaking here. However, that doesn't remain the same for anything else in this chapter. This is actually the most broken chapter in the game. We skipped the most in this chapter out of any other chapter, and that's because we can just fly under the thing. Because, you know, why not? And then we're just gonna hit that piece of dialogue, and that triggers that checkpoint to spawn in the next area of the game. And then we're going to keep flying under it because we are, a flying vehicle, and we can just go under things. And then we're just going to keep hitting these checkpoints, and we're just going to fly through all these fights. There's a lot of fights that we're supposed to be doing, and a lot of other, there's also like puzzles in this game randomly too, which we'll talk about a bit later. And by a bit later, I mean like literally the next campaign. I don't know why I said a bit. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that at the end of the run. Anyway, so we're supposed to fight that big battleship, or we could just go out here in an ideal world where the game clips me out. Yeah, so we're out of bounds. That's all the explanation you get. That's good. It's good enough, right, guys? You don't need anything. You don't need anything else. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm chill. Yeah. So basically, what happens there is that when you're flush against the wall in a vehicle form, you can just clip through like a lot in the game, especially because a lot of things are like kind of paper thin. A lot of the walls in this game are like kind of jokes. Oh, please hit the thing. Thank you. So this is a very good explanation of why we're hitting these checkpoints. You see nothing in front of me. There's nothing there. I hit the checkpoint and then everything else spawns. And this is kind of just the whole gimmick of the game. Oh wow, hey, that's there. I wasn't there before. Anyway, so when you're flush against the wall in a vehicle, you can just kind of clip through if you transform. But if you're in the plane, I'm in a plane, vroom vroom. If you're flush against it with the bottom side of your plane or the top side of your plane, you can basically clip through walls just by barrel rolling. Why? I don't know, but it is kind of funny. That was actually a really good cloaker fight. Normally those are really annoying. So cloaker fights are kind of like public enemy number 1 here, and those are the fights that we want to skip the most. But unfortunately, they're the fights that we have to do the most randomly in this game, which is kind of funny. And that's a good indication of what happens when you transform through the wall. So right there, I couldn't get through the wall. I barrel rolled into it. I transformed. That caused me to clip through it, and then I dashed. with the robot form. So, other than the first chapter, every other chapter that we do from now on, besides chapter 8, so I guess all of them besides chapter 8. I don't know why I said every single one. Close enough. We have a dash in robot form because it's the fastest way to move it, and also the base character just moves faster in vehicle form as well because we're playing the scout class. So this game has like a couple different class systems, and they all basically do a little bit of different things because this game actually had an online multiplayer at one point. It still does if you know where to find it. It's not technically legal to do, but it's fine because people still play the game locally hosted. Actually, it's probably legal to play games locally hosted, right? Is it?
I assume so.
It's gotta be. Anyway, people play this game locally hosted. It's sick, and if it's not, then they don't do that. And I lied to you. Just to keep our bases covered here. Anyway, so now we're about to do the longest boss in the game, guys. Are we so excited for this? There's 3 waves to this boss fight. He's really annoying, and it takes an inordinate amount of time, really. So instead of doing that, we're just going to fly up here because we don't want to deal with the 3 phases of that boss fight, which is just an auto-scroller. And so instead, we're going to fly into this little itty-bitty corner here, and then we're going to kind of just shimmy our way here. We're going to get flush against the wall, and oops, I'm outside. Oh, catch me outside. No, I'm not going to reference that. I can't do that. No. Anyway.
The Venn diagram is crazy. Dr. Phil and Megatron, what do they have in common?
Oh my God, is that Megatron? Wow, this is a really silent drive up. Normally there's like a voice line going there, but there was no voice line. I was actually just spitting. So now we're into chapter 3. There is a lot more to chapter 2 than what was shown. Especially just with that last boss fight. That's probably like a 4 or 5 minute boss fight, if I had to guess. It is kind of a ridiculous amount of time save. And this is another dreaded cloaker fight, but unfortunately for us, there's just no ceiling there, so we're out of bounds. They just forgot, I guess. That
seems to be a common theme of this game, honestly.
Where am I? Oh, I can stand here?
Okay.
Cool. I didn't know that. I thought I was dead. I'm not. I'm surely alive. I'm risen on the inside. Anyway, we're going to jump off here. And the game could crash here. Hopefully it doesn't. Nice. We love a nice stable game. So we skipped a cloaker fight there. We skipped. Why did they both do backflips? I haven't seen that one before. All right, sure. I didn't realize that backflips. Anyway, so this is what I'm talking about with the good RNG. You have a dash in robot form, and so you're going to see us use this dash a lot. But most of the time when we're actually driving around, we're going to be driving around. I said that twice. Moving around, we're going to be driving around. Because when you're driving, you kind of go really fast, and you can make your speed go really fast, and you can actually with the barrel rolls. You'll see this in a second. So, but first, guess what? There's no wall there.
I see.
just don't worry about the ethics of the walls in this game, And now you may be asking yourself, there's a wall here. No, there's not. So we're just past that. And this is Subway Skip. So, guys, one of two things is going to happen. This is the hardest trick in the game. I'm going to hit it first try, or I'm going to hit it 10th try. So, which one will it be? We don't know. But first, you got to love this Megatron voice line here.
Decepticons, and try not to get crushed by the trains.
You're joking, right?
You're joking, right? Yes, breakdown.
His sparkling sense of humor.
I guess you could call
Oh,
it.
you can do that. Let's go.
Nice.
I've been thinking about that in my head for literally weeks, and that was the first time I hit it, so that was cool.
Nice.
Hey.
Quickly, infuse the batteries with
Where? Cool. Yep. Classic. Alrighty.
What happened?
And we're back. So this is, I don't know, the one in chapter 2 might be longer. This is one of the biggest skips in the game. So you're going to see me go for this relentlessly because it saves a ridiculous amount of time. How much? Don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. But so basically what this trick is that this is the hard part, is getting the timing on this cutscene.
that exit now.
And that is what happens when you do it incorrectly. Smile. So basically what I'm trying to do here is that I'm trying to trigger the dialogue, and then when the clickers or like the cloakers, wait, it's just cloakers. They're actually just called clickers. I don't know why I said clickers. That's from the last, yep, I'm a gamer, guys. I know the rest of us. I'm a real ball knower, as the children say.
I played a video game once or twice. I know this.
Yeah. I've definitely played those games. They were some of my favorite games, some of the greatest games of all time. I'm going to shut up and try to do this trick now. I hate this game with a burning passion. I mean, I love this game. Anyway, so this trick, essentially, we're going to skip the entirety of the subway section, which is a pretty long section. There's a couple of, there's just a couple of battles here. By a couple, I mean kind of a lot. You know, imagine life, though, if I hit that 2 times in a row. That would have been sick. Well, it wasn't in a row, but 2 times. That would have been cool.
It would have been cool.
Move to that exit now.
This is the life we live, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very, very specific trigger. And truthfully, I'll be so real, I don't really know how it works. I've never understood this trick. I've had it explained to me probably like 47 times, but it is just, in fact, a skill issue on my part.
Might I ask a quick question then while you're trying
Yeah, go
again?
ahead.
I noticed that you started the Decepticons campaign here. I think you have a choice between both of them to the start, if that's correct. Is the reason why you chose Decepticons over Autobots?
Because the game... Hold on.
Quickly, infuse the batteries with dark energon.
Nice.
Nice.
We're so back.
Let's go.
We're so back. Okay, get me out of there, bro. The answer is that the game just starts with the Decepticon. So there's 10 chapters in this game when you play it casually, and chapter 1 is just the Decepticon campaign.
Okay.
And then chapters 6 through 10 are the Autobot campaign. And so whenever you do a full campaign run, like on the leaderboard, I'm pretty sure you can probably do it in like in any order.
Autobots first, then Decepticons.
Yeah, but we just don't.
That makes sense.
I mean, it makes sense because there's such like there's so many reset points very early on in Decepticons that like you might as well just get all the hard stuff out of the way first. Not that there isn't like really hard stuff, some really hard stuff in the Autobot campaign, but there's like these 3 or 4 back-to-back tricks that are just, like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's I mean, that's the main thing though, is just because that's just the way the game is played, so we just play the full game, like as it's intended, really. Well, I say as it's intended as I'm doing this, but don't worry about it. Oh my god, another
I
Trump.
too love to
crazy.
purvey Cybertron from its underbellows.
Yeah, I think this is good for us, really. All right, let's try to not mess this up again. Just play it safe. I should have just did that the first time, but I was trying to swag, okay? Sue me for swagging. Transformer swag of Cybertron, that's me. Anyway, we're gonna go over here now. Oh. You see the vision though. There is a vision there and a world where it just works, you know? Hey, can I jump?
I see you. I back it.
And so now we're gonna get to the dreaded. There's 2 auto scrollers in this game, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of them. Although it's not really an auto scroller, it's kind of just an auto like battle. Not like an auto battle like, you know, Teamfight Tactics or like the Dota thing or like whatever it's called. I don't know. Is it Dota? Yeah, auto chess. Is that what it's called? Is it just called auto chess? No, that's the genre.
Wow, man, I'm not.
You're not an auto chess gamer, Cosmic? Are you sure?
No,
You don't. That's not your thing.
I mean, maybe if Devil May Cry gets an auto chess, but prior to that,
That would be so cursed. I hope that does not happen. Actually, that is not.
DMC now stands for Devil May Chess. You know,
Dude, thoughts? Guys, in the comments below, chat. Wait, we're live. Chat. Oh, I forgot to bring up chat. This is unfortunate. I can't read you guys. Normally I read you guys for Hotfix shows, and now I can't. So this is truly tough for me. Wait, I have a phone. Guys, I own a phone. Did you know that?
Yo, huge.
Huge for me.
Nastani remembering that he has the world at his fingertips at a moment's notice.
Dude, it's great. Let me just get on my phone while I'm shooting these guys.
The real war for Cybertron.
Okay. How many? He's gonna say that about 300 times. It's gonna be good, guys.
It's true. Show them their error.
Hello. Is that it? No, there's a couple more.
Is there an advantage to keeping these turrets on the turrets as opposed to like detaching them section?
Why, yes. Because I have a much better aim when it's up here. So this is why I detached this one, because we're fighting people on the roofs, and you're going to see this guy spawn up in the ceiling, and then I'm going to shoot him. And you don't have enough vertical to, you know, similar to yourself on a basketball court, you don't have enough vertical to dunk or shoot the people on top of them.
Well,
You know, both of those
bots
things.
can't jump.
Yeah, it's truly unfortunate, but yeah, it's just so that you can better shoot the people on top. Because again, turrets are the highest amount of damage that you can do, and so you're gonna notice me prioritizing these big guys with the turrets because this is gonna run out, and when it runs out, I'm gonna switch to car. Car is actually kind of really OP. It's actually like the highest damage you can get regularly, outside of like stacking 3 magma bombs together, which hint you're about to see because I did pick up a magma frag launcher. But outside of that, it's the quickest way to kill people. So you're going to see me actually fight most people in car form, because vroom vroom, they just give the car a really good gun. I don't know why, but it's kind of nice for us because coincidentally moving with the car is the fastest that you can move, and then you can also kill the fastest in the car. So it kind of just works out. So there's a lot of car movement, but unfortunately in the airplanes, is horrific, not good. Blast those Autobot junk keeps on the bridge. Except I'm not going to do that. I'm going to blast these guys on the ground. The reason that I'm prioritizing the guys on the ground, by the way, is because they can go up here and through there and cost me a lot of time. Okay, yes. That wasn't where the original of my words. That wasn't the original sentence, but it works, you know?
We got there.
Well, so we're kind of like prioritizing these lower guys playing keep away. Because if they get through, we have to get out of the turret and kill them. And if you could imagine, that's very slow and bad and dumb. And we don't want to do that, okay? Lock in, guys. Lock in. That should be it. That's the whole Autobot army. Where's GDQ at? I'm getting there. Oh, we're here. Oh. So here we're going to do the thing again where we just clip through the wall. Literally just to save 1 second because the wall does disappear afterwards. But that's, that's fine because we want that 1 second. We need it actually. Desperately. We need the second.
We crave it.
We crave it so bad. Anyway, we're going to dash up here and we're just going to go do that. Don't worry about it. And now we're down here. Oh. There we go. Nice. So you can retry that trick if you position your car correctly, because basically you can only dash when you're like somewhat level. I did not mean to do that. Luckily, I don't need that. Let me out. Those holes are deceptively hard to get in.
Deceptive.
All right. Chill out, peanut gallery. Anyway, this is a Zeta Prime like skip. Well, this is not Zeta Prime skip. This is skipping like the lead up to the Zeta Prime boss fight because essentially you have to, since we're not playing Megatron, we have to wait for him to like walk in an area, which can cost you anywhere from like 10 seconds to your entire livelihood. Whichever one comes first, really. That's a fun glitch that you can do if you barrel roll and jump at the same time. You can cause your car to go sideways and up. Because you basically just like glitch the game into letting you do the thing. Please do it one more time. For the fans, man. You got it. No. You're going to have to play the games. There you go. Anyway. I don't know where I am now. Where does this guy spawn? Oh, hey, cool. I actually didn't go too far away. All right, so this is the Zeta Prime boss fight. There are 3 waves of the Zeta Prime boss fight, but I have a magma frag launcher. So hopefully there won't be 3 phases of the Zeta Prime boss fight. Hint, hint. So these guys just spawn in the same place every single time. Again, as you see, I'm using the car ammo because, again, car does a bunch of damage. Really good. Quick kill. Bye-bye. People dead. Oh, oops. I didn't mean to transform. Meow. All right. So we're going to aim at this very specific spot, and then I'm going to listen to the game. So I'm going to shut up for a second. That should work. Okay, yeah, we're still back. Once you see all those like little things, those orange things, that means you have done the trick. And we are so out. I'm so glad that I finally figured that out. It's really good for me, honestly.
I was a fan.
What are we gonna do now?
So if you notice there, I actually waited for a second on the what's it called? Like the chapter screen, and that's just so I could walk forward, so then I could set up this movement. Smile. And now I'm here really quickly. How nice for us. And now I'm gonna do my best impression of Stefan Castle or OG Anunoby, or just think of any like lockdown NBA defender. This is what I'm about to do. This is because Megatron really wants to die, and we don't want Megatron to die. So what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna play some lockdown defense. Hopefully. Hey man, look, I'm in front of you. Run away from me. Yes, go back. Go back. No, back. Yes, back. Go. Go. This is because he will go all the way to Omega Supreme, and then he will just take forever to get back here. And we want him to be right next to the store, because he goes right here, and then we trigger the next dialogue instantly. So like, I just started complaining about the door. I'm breakdown, so I'm the one complaining. I started complaining about the door, and then now he just runs and he's right there. And if you notice, Soundwave was all the way back in like Nova Scotia, so like he was just a million miles away. There's a song, Million Miles Away. What's the one pop song? You know what I'm talking about, right? Surely.
I think so.
Anyone?
Would you
Anyway.
say you were having a breakdown about the door?
When I don't play good defense on Megatron, yeah, then I do have a breakdown on the door because it's very upsetting. Because then you just have to watch Megatron do the walk of shame. Because of course he won't be in car mode. He'll be walking back casually, like a buffoon, like a bumbling buffoon, just tormenting you, putting you in the torment nexus, being like, ha, you can't win the game. And then you're like, I just want to go fast, man, please. I'm trying to speed run here. I'm going to shoot this guy's foot, not because I like feet, but because he's going to end up turning around. And then I can shoot his back and one-shot him. And then I'm going to just jump across this gap here. And then hopefully my grenades don't miss on this guy. They love to miss on this guy. Nice. And then 2 quick, easy kills. Fun for the whole family. Well, maybe killing people isn't fun for the whole family. I take that back. I'm going to walk that one back. But this game is fun for the whole family. Actually, no, it's not.
True.
I think it's PG-13. I think I'm just lying for attention again. Someone help. I need so much attention that I keep lying.
I still function. I'm back to shout when I choke the life out of you. Now, I order you to
I'm just practicing triple jumps right here. I'm doing nothing. We're just waiting for these guys to...
The triple jumps are pretty hard, so it's like...
It is a frame perfect trick.
And they make... Yeah, they're pretty tough. And that was something you, like, recently implemented, too.
Yeah, I recently implemented it because it saves a lot of time. Like, you didn't get to see it, really, because the lead up to the Zeta Prime fight, that's where it saves, like, a ton of time because you can kind of clear those gaps in one jump. And so you just save, like, a ton of time. And, guys, you remember in Chapter 1... We love elevators in this game.
Elevator ride.
We have another elevator ride, so we're going to kind of chill here again.
If I real for a quick announcement then?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Heck yeah. Y'all know Summer Games Done Quick 2026? Y'all know that's like starting really soon. Like I'm leaving for that next week. Personally. Yeah, it'll be live in Minneapolis, Minnesota from July 5th through 11th. If you want to actually go there in person and check the event, you can visit gdq.gg to learn more and register for the events. Also check out the schedule at gdq.gg/schedule, which can start when are you running this game for SGDQ?
I'm running it on Wednesday, the July, the day of the Wednesday of the event. I don't know the date, but I'm running it at like 2 p.m. Eastern.
Heck yeah.
Yes, somewhere around there in the early afternoon, Eastern.
Honestly, a really good time slot.
Dude, kind of like it's crazy. I did not expect that good of a time slot. I'll be soforreal.com.
We take it like a good like early afternoon time slot. That's a great time slot. So
it's really nice because my last run was at 5:30 in the morning.
Oh god, that's the worst time slot.
Yeah, so I'm really leapfrogging these the time slots here. But fortunately for us, we are out of the elevator. Thankfully. And you're gonna kind of notice a theme. If you've been noticing it, we want to go down in the car. And so whenever we can go downwards, we can kind of get out of bounds and like go far in the game as long as we are traveling downwards. Because cars, fun fact, cannot fly. Did he just go outside of the arena? Why, man? Could he not? Like, I'm in front of all of these people watching me play the game, and you're gonna go back outside so I can't shoot you and lose time, man? Like, what are we doing? So a lot of the chapters where like we're not gonna be able to skip a lot in this chapter, just FYI, and that is because it's kind of linear. We're kind of going left to right. We're kind of going up and down. Pretty much every direction other than down, we're going up, left and right and up. I said up and down. I did not mean to say up and down. I'm just trolling you. Hey, can you turn around? Thanks. But basically, when we're traveling downwards, think back to like chapter 1 where we did all those crazy out of bounds. That was primarily because we were going. The level goes down, and when the level is going down, we can utilize the car a lot better to go out of bounds. Because obviously, when we're flying out of bounds in the in the realm of nothingness, essentially, like we're always going down just a little bit at a time. Like we can barrel roll to like gain like a semi-infinite amount of speed. It's not truly infinite, I don't think, but we can barrel roll to like get a bunch of speed in the air. But what we can't do is gain height really, and so we're always going to be kind of like falling down. Similar to the London Bridge.
True, famously.
Please stop transforming. And so basically those chapters are when we can skip a lot, and chapters like these where we're hitting with the lateral movement, we can't skip that much. I just hit the wall by Pink Floyd. I hit the entire wall. Oh my god, help! All right, we're back. I've controlled my character again. This is really good. Tire traction is not really much of a thing in this game. It's kind of annoying, to be perfectly honest, which is why, like, if you ever hear me going on my keyboard, that's me trying to jump in the car. Because if, like, one tire is not on the ground, you just, like, won't jump, which is, like, really cool. Okay. Yeah, sure. It's fine.
These cars are all-wheel jump.
And that's what I'm talking about. I was trying to jump that first attempt in the car, and it just wouldn't do it. So that just that should tell you all you need to know. But now we're so up. We're gonna go here, hit this checkpoint, so that we can spawn these guys in, so that we can spawn in the next part of the level. There's a giant laser here. Just don't worry about that. And then we're going to reset the checkpoint here. So whenever I reset the checkpoint, it's generally for a couple of different reasons. It's A, to make the AI teleport to me so I can keep playing the game, like my companions, or B, to reset the game so that all the checkpoints trigger normally. Because if I didn't do that, then this bridge wouldn't spawn, essentially. If I did that same trick like I did, but I didn't reset the checkpoint, the game would not have spawned this bridge to let me basically do the next part of the trick, right? It would just be kind of like soft locked in this like random state where it wouldn't let me like progress.
We're not gonna make it. You will reach the other side, or I'll have your head.
I'm too fast. Okay.
Suffering from success.
Literally, I've never been too fast there. That was lit. That was great. I like that.
That's my favorite speed record play is when they go too fast in their video game. They're for messing things up.
It's like, wait a second, come back. I can't go that high.
It's so real though. I've done that before too in my speed games.
Stop! I'm not used to being this good.
And now we're going to introduce this new really fun mechanic. This is called the EMP grenade. It's really OP. All right, he's dead.
Yeah, that seems pretty OP.
Yeah, seems pretty broken.
It's pretty good. So essentially, those brutes.
Good against robots.
Those brutes. Oh, by the way, guys, guess what? Another elevator ride.
Woo!
We're so elevator mode, and again we're sending up. We can't skip because we can't gain height. Like we can. Okay, well, fun niche tech that you're not going to see in this run. You can actually gain height infinitely with the car. If you dash into a flat wall, you can just slowly climb upwards. So like. Famously, very famous, Matt, not that Matt, but Matt, who was like a former like War for Cybertron like pro essentially. On his YouTube channel, you can actually see he has videos of him just like ascending the escalation maps, just sliding, and that guy's movement is crazy. It's really like iconic, truly. But yeah, so the brutes with the backpacks on their back, essentially they don't turn around, and you need them to turn around, and because the backpacks are their only weak point, right? So you can turn them around by either shooting their feet to have them like spin and do like a little ballerina twirl, and then they'll spin around and let you hit them from the back, or you can hit them with an EMP grenade, which will stun them in the air, and then you can just go behind them and murder them that way. Lots of very fun things happening. Hello. It's a good fight.
Yeah. I was a little worried about the health there, but clutched it.
Oh, I have an overshield right now. So I actually can't so I have 2 health bars essentially. So I got an overshield at the top of the tube thing that I was on for like a little bit. I picked up an overshield specifically so that I can tank this what you're about to see. This is gonna do half my health. But fun fact, you don't need the overshield to just shoot this guy and not die. At least if you're playing on easy mode. So we're playing on easy mode, by the way. In case that wasn't obvious, we're playing on easy mode because why play it on hard mode? Things just do more damage, which means that I can't face take this laser, which would be lame because then I don't have to actually play the game honestly and earnestly.
Can't be having that, honestly.
I'm speedrunning. I don't know. That's just slow.
Exactly.
But you can actually tank that whole laser with full health. It just takes 2. It takes 2 of your health from the first laser, so it's kind of just fun. And then we're gonna shoot Omega Supreme. Omega Supreme. And then we're gonna get to chapter 5, and this is gonna be the end of the Decepticon campaign shortly. So this is Omega Supreme, and we're gonna shoot 3 times up here. We're gonna shoot 2 times over here. Then we're gonna dash, shoot the wall behind this overshield because this guy can just kill you. So we're gonna try to not die because if he targets you, it's over. That's kind of just the way it is. And even like with the overshield, sometimes he can kill you. So hopefully that just doesn't happen. I'm stupid. Okay, let's just... Apparently I didn't put the Dark Energon pack in Omega Supreme. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just falling asleep at the wheel. Let's do this again. Omega Dance, but fast. What am I? What's he doing? This guy's trolling. So what we're supposed to do... I just didn't press the E button. We're supposed to do that. That's how you beat the boss fight. Oh my goodness. And then you shoot his head. Just, nice. Yeah, anyway, so that's the first phase of the boss fight. And then essentially what we're going to do is that we're going to bring our lackeys right here. And we're going to say sit. Because we want them to sit here so that hopefully they attract Omega Supreme's attention. Hopefully they look nice and juicy for Omega Supreme. And hopefully they stay there. And then hopefully Omega Supreme shoots them. And if he doesn't, I'll be sad. He did. Nice. So this will, so time's gonna come up for the Decepticon campaign as soon as he dies. And are we taking a break or no?
Break sounds good, yeah.
And time. Yippee! That was all right.
Decepticons.
Oh, that was all right, and that's the Decepticon campaign right there. Bam. And then now we're just back here, ready to do the Autobot campaign.
Sounds good. In that case, yeah, we'll do the Autobot campaign after we take a quick break, but we'll be back about 5 minutes or so for more of this. See y'all very soon. Welcome back, everybody, to do all the things the GDQ Hotfix show about Hermson speedruns, completionist categories in general. I'm your host, Mr. Shasta, and we're back with more Transformers War for Cybertron with Nastani. We're doing the Autobots campaign right now. Let's get to it.
Alrighty, this is Autobot. So time is going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so if you all remember, it's been a very long time since this happened, but what was the theme of the Decepticon campaign?
Going down.
Yeah.
Elevators.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
We're in another elevator.
Go down. So.
They're doing both right now.
Oh, God.
Sometimes they go up and down. This is actually the first elevator that we're riding that's going down, I think.
Ooh.
I don't think we've ridden a downwards elevator. I think is this the last elevator we ride in the game? I don't want to lie to you. There's probably another elevator. There's so many elevators in this game. I don't know. I'm not going to make that promise. But surely, you know, Surely there's less. We're just kind of waiting until the game lets us play. Right now, we're kind of just like hard locked in this area, so I'm just gonna kind of swag and move around.
My fancy question then.
Yeah, sure.
How'd you get into this game in the first place? Like, did you watch the movie and just thought it'd be cool to play the game for it, or was there something else?
Well, so fun fact: there is no movie for this game. This is a standalone game. This is actually the only piece of Transformers media on Cybertron. I'm pretty sure, or it's one of the very, very few. Most of the Transformers stuff does not take place like on Cybertron, which is lame, by the way. And we should have more of that. But no, this game released in 2010. And this is actually the first game that I bought with my own money. And so that's kind of like the story of how I got into the game, is that I was just a huge Transformers head, because it released in 2010, which is like a couple years after the first Transformers movie. Shouts to Megan Fox. And essentially, I became like a very big Transformers head. Yeah, we're cataclysmic out of bounds. Just don't worry about it. I became a really big Transformers head. And then it kind of just evolved. And then I think Transformers Prime released a couple years after this game. And that is my favorite piece of Transformers media outside of these games. Because I do think that War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron specifically are like the best pieces of media for Transformers overall, ever.
Also, you're so right. There wasn't a movie for this. I was thinking of Revenge of the Fallen or Dark of the Moon. Never mind.
Yeah. But this actually takes place on like Cybertron, like during the war. I mean, it's called War for Cybertron for a reason. But like, it's sick. Like, and I just like, why don't they? Dude, I have a whole rant. Should I go on it? I probably shouldn't, but I might.
You could. You got the platform.
But first, I need to skip like half of this chapter real quick. So I already did like a big chunk of that. But we're gonna do some more of that right here. This trick's pretty hard. I lied. It's so easy. There's never been an easier trick in planet Earth, actually.
Planet Cybertron.
1986 is disappointed in me. Is that what Chad just said to me, bro? Come on, you know what I mean though. Like there's not much good Cybertron content, man. Like, you gotta lock in here. Unless you're talking about the movie, in which case, yeah, you're right. It's not the first movie because of G1 and stuff. In which case, you know what? Got me. Caught him.
Still need to play Transformers Devastation though.
I do. I haven't. This is the biggest skip in the game, by the way. We're gonna just don't worry about what's happening on the screen, guys. We're just gonna keep just talking like nothing is happening. Because that's
So who's your favorite Transformer?
All the
okay. That is very hard.
It's a loaded question.
That's a pretty loaded question. I'm sorry.
My favorite Transformer.
He'll have an answer.
RC
in like 15 minutes. You know. Okay.
Whoa. No. I have instant RC. That's my girl.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what I was saying before.
Biggest skip in the run.
Let me out. Hey, another elevator, guys.
I was gonna say you would have lied.
We don't have to ride this elevator. Wow, we can skip the checkpoint. Elevator skip. Let's go. Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Elevators are over. Yeah, the intended way of getting up the elevator, resetting the checkpoint.
Wouldn't that be great if you could just like do that at like SGDQ? Just reset the checkpoint in the hotel. Get back to the room quicker.
That'd be sick.
That would be fire.
That's good speed strat. We should do that more, like as a collective community.
This is Icon Speedway. As you can tell, I'm kind of like jumping a lot and like trying to not be on the ground. And that's because when you're in the air, you go faster because you're not getting traction down by your wheels, by your big old wheels that like get in your way and stuff. And now, guys, we're gonna do. By the way, I don't know what type of warning I need to say here, but just like watch your eyes, bro. Like it's about to get. It's a Hall of Mirrors effect, I believe. So if you don't like that, you better turn away approximately right now.
Optimus, the communication grid is located at the top of the decagon.
So, oh yeah,
Yikers.
I call it
we are
Mirror's Edge
cataclysmically
bounds.
out of bounds.
The funhouse of mirrors.
Ooh, second try. Nice. That's a really hard skip. Okay, we're so back. I don't need that. Full health. Nice. You can look at the screen now. Congratulations. We are out of Hall of Mirrors nightmare mode. That was not high enough. All right. Oh, I remember what I was talking about. So Transformers Prime is the greatest piece of media, right? And that's really all I have to say about that show. It's great, but fun fact, I wrote fan fiction for that show. I was deep. That's like how deep I used to be in Transformers, guys. Is that I wrote Transformers fan fiction at one point. Not that kind of fan fiction, but just like, you know, regular, like actual fan fiction. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, stories.
Another Chaos
I
Blast.
get
Hey,
you.
there is another elevator. We actually do have to ride this one.
According to the schematics, the broadcast
Dude, I didn't realize how many elevators there were until I started making a joke out of it. This is just crazy.
Yeah, this joke's got a lot of force to it.
Yeah. By the way, this is all of chapter 6. We're done.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're at the end. We're about to fight Starscream, who is the boss fight to this chapter, and hopefully he's nice to us. He has a couple different patterns that he goes through, so hopefully we get the nice one. If we don't, I'm gonna cry like a baby. You have committed crimes against humanity. The card game. Starscream. That's not what Optimus said.
You might as well have that. We all do it.
Okay, so he's being a little bit mean, but that's kind of fine because we just get a bit more chip damage. Hey, jump in the air. Hey, jump in the air. Hey,
He is
jump in the air.
moving. Sheesh.
Jump in the air. Please, man. Just jump in the air. Okay, I'll just shoot you. I'm just... Okay. He's supposed to jump in the air, and I'm supposed to hit him with a bomb. With a grenade. But he just didn't do that, so I had to just try to like quick scope him, which is really hard to do. There's a 3-minute cutscene there that I just skipped.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that was cool.
Pretty generous.
Yeah. Basically, if you have a completed save file, you can skip that cutscene. If you don't, you are in purgatory. And so we play on completed cutscenes or completed files. Not only, basically just for the cutscene, really, just so that we can skip the cutscene. But fun fact, in the we have an auto splitter, and the auto splitter it actually just adds the 3 minutes from the thing because legacy runners didn't have that. So the auto splitter that we have actually just adds the time from that in it. Anyway, we are breaking out of and into jail because we're trying to release Omega Supreme. And we're gonna just wiggle on this guy. Wait. Help. Okay. That was a little sus. So this is what traditionally this is what the game is. This is the gameplay of the game, right? Is that we do this. We haven't done a lot of this so far in the run throughout the Decepticon campaign. But in the Autobot campaign, we're going to do a lot more of this. There's just a lot more fighting in the Autobot campaign, really. And as you notice, every time that we see a cutscene thing, we're just gonna, we're saving. Every time we see a saved checkpoint here, we're gonna reset it just so that we get to the end a bit faster. This section is there's nothing to do here, so we're just gonna pick up this weapon here because of course we can just jump up and over, for fun. And then I'm gonna practice clipping through this wall because we're gonna clip through this door later. But right now I don't need to. We're literally just waiting for the next checkpoint because this phase is just timed. So boop, right there. And now we get to play the game and attempt to save a little bit of time. This wave is pretty hard because there's flyers and they like to get stuck, which is really annoying. As you notice, we're sitting in the car form because, again, does the most damage because I just shoot so fast, really.
It's like just a lot. And you have a lot of ammo too, so it's
that is true.
Might as well.
Thanks for de-transforming. Oh, and then you just go back up in the sky. I hate you. Please die. Oh my goodness. Those flyers are tanky. Where's the guy? All right, well, that was a little slow. That's fine.
I like how this has a large talking mouth and a really small, like a smaller version of that same mouth.
Yeah, I don't
get it like the first
I don't know
time.
why. Yeah, I just realized they do have Megatron's face just plastered everywhere. I guess Megatron really likes his face. I don't know.
What just happened?
So we're gonna move Optimus now. Similar to how we were locking down Megatron, we're gonna move Optimus to where we want to be. This is just so he doesn't have to walk over here. Because we're in jail, but fortunately for us, we have plot armor on our side. Rust in peace. We have plot armor on our side, so Optimus is going to somehow pull out a giant axe and blow up the wall by Pink Floyd. I don't know why. Like, I don't know what he has against Pink Floyd, but it's just over, I guess. I don't know. Whee! Like, where does he like, why does he just have that, man? And why am I getting stuck on everything? Help!
Look at all those prison cells.
Autobots! They've come to save us!
Hey, get out of my way, please.
Hard locked.
Optimus, the one called Optimus! Let's spread the word. Take out those sentries.
I'm shooting in a very specific way here, so then I can clear all enemies with one clip of the car, and then I can auto attack melee attack the final turn, which is a very quick little battle sequence. We're gonna do 2 more waves here, and then we're gonna stop fighting and go out of bounds. So if you were kind of being like, man, there's a lot of fighting in this campaign, don't worry, it not for long. So we're kind of prepping for Soundwave at the end of this chapter, which is the boss at the end of this chapter. Is there another guy? Am I tripping? Hello?
I don't think so.
What the heck? I could not see him to save my life. Anyway, I picked up the Energon blast pistol and the EMP shotgun for Big Dog at the end, Soundwave at the end, and you're gonna see why, because those basically are made right for them. Wow, this is really bad RNG. Okay, anyway, EMP grenade. You're dead. Hello. There should be one more. Where is he? Oh, of course, he's in a car, transforming and de-transforming and being invincible, like a little rat. Anyway, I'm gonna just flip into this wall. We're out. just don't worry about it.
Let's go.
And then you can literally see the checkpoint system right there, right in front of your face, right? You look through the wall, there was nothing there. I hit the button, the game spawned. No triple jump for me. This is so sad. The control room is just up ahead. This part is actually sneakily really annoying and takes a long time because you have to go hit 2 buttons at like like Narnia apart, bro. Like you go from like Narnia to like, I don't know, the other place that's not Narnia. You go to from like between Earth and Narnia. This is the door I was talking about before. But it literally just jumping up there saves a ton of time. It's actually kind of like laughable. It's like 4 minutes. That's what happens when you clip through the door, by the way. It's, you just go, you know, it's fine. If you notice right there, I kind of stuttered stuff in the air. That's because if you go too fast there, the game will just teleport you back because it hates you. And that's the reason. More just transforming through walls that don't exist now. This is hangar skip, where we skip the entire hangar. Crazy.
Well, you wouldn't want to leave him hanging. So makes sense.
Please. Nice. I'm gonna try to jump and transform here to just get owned. Actually, not do anything that I was saying that I was doing. Please don't die. This is sus. What I'm doing? Okay. Well, I just lost all my speed. Well, now I want to cry. All right. So as you can see with the barrel rolls, you can get up to a lot of speed. But we're now going to stop using that speed, and we're instead going to just jump up here. Nice triple jump there. If you don't triple jump there, you have to boost against the wall. And so if I didn't mess up that jump, it would have been a lot faster. And then this wall doesn't exist. This wall doesn't exist, and this wall doesn't exist. And then we are at the end of the chapter, just like that. Wow, we are fighting Soundwave now. We're going to pick up this little cube here, and we're going to jump right into him. So, we have two specific weapons here. We have the EMP shotgun, and we have the Energon battle pistol. And you are in my way. Please move. This is why we have the battle pistol. It's one-hit kills on these turrets, so there's just waves of turrets that we have to fight. I use fight very loosely because it's not too much fighting. We're just shooting them. I missed. And basically the Energon battle pistol is just a pretty accurate and kind of high damage weapon. If you headshot people, you just kind of one-shot most enemies in the game. Fire a Soundwave. All right, so we have the EMP shotgun specifically for the next phase 2, because we're basically gonna one tap Soundwave. It's gonna be lit. But unfortunately, we can't one tap them in the first wave. We do just have to kind of participate in all 3 waves. But the setup for this wave will make it so that so that we can basically end the final phase as quickly as possible.
I like how Optimus is just dumping the clip in him, even though he's like not doing anything to him.
So we're gonna pre-fire this EMP grenade so that we can hit Rumble and hopefully one tap him. And then Soundwave's gonna come here. We're gonna aim at his head, and we're gonna go. Boop. Wow! There goes his health bar.
Oh wow!
It does a lot of damage.
Jeez.
I think the EMP shotgun is probably the highest single target, but you obviously need to be close range. And if you notice, get out of my way, you idiot! Move! You're blocking me! I have to dance around Optimus, bro. This is crazy. Move! Get out the way! Thank you. No, he just got back in the way. This is annoying. Thank you. I normally just stand here and you just move. Cool. And then when he gets out of the way, it's over with. Classic. Anyway, we're gonna shoot this guy. He dies pretty quickly.
He's like a cat or something, just trying to get in the way all the time.
Yeah. And then that is the fight, and we just one tap Soundwave at the end, and then we're instantly out of there. And that's the power of the EMP shotgun. And basically, Shami actually aim to make the reticle smaller so that we get all the shots on his head so that we stack the damage as much as possible. Obviously, we don't do enough damage to kill him. Actually, I think we do enough damage to kill him. The game just doesn't let you kill him. Pretty sure. Anyway, so this is the first and the only chapter where we're going to play not a scout. So I have a shield and I have a chaos blast. I can't dash. I'm just big. And if you notice, I walk slower. I can't dash. My car is slower. Everything is slower. And you may be asking yourself, well, Nastani, why are you being so slow?
Negative, Optimus. The system is too well protected to hack. But if you can find a way
You
to
gotta
weaken
do a
their
lot of
power,
fighting.
I might be able to get in.
No. You could just keep asking yourself that question. I'll answer it later.
No, okay.
You got it, boss.
All right.
It's a very, very specific reason. So, this guy is very big and bulky. And so there's a couple benefits, though, to this guy. As you can see, there's a lot of doors that we need to blow up. We can hit 2 locks with 1 bullet, essentially, when we're in car form. And then we can also, we're about to have a tri-lock door. We can hit all 3 locks if the game is nice. The explosion will hit all 3 of them. And so we're going to hit a little mini sequence break here. Ooh, nice. Triple jump. Secure that. You can do that with just a regular double jump. I got hit with an EMP grenade. That sucks. So this is what EMP grenades do to you. You can't see your target. Are all 3 of you over there? Wow. Okay. Normally, they're not all 3 over there. Anyway, this is the 3 I was talking about. Okay, I hit none of them. This game sucks. Unlock the security console just ahead. Don't mind if I do.
The toughest Autobots that ever lived, kid. You bet it takes off.
So we're basically going to go button to button here. And then you're going to see why we have drafted Warpath. Why we have drafted Warpath to War. Good name for getting drafted, really. I think that it's pretty good. Skirt, why are you here? Okay, cool. He just got out of my way. Nice. These guys don't exist.
I see.
Just don't worry about it.
Man.
There's an elevator here, but we don't have to ride the elevator because we can just jump up. Wow. Elevator avoidance. That elevator takes like 1 second to rise. But we can avoid the elevator, isn't it? Isn't it cool?
Yeah.
All right, so Warpath has a pretty unique body, and he can do a lot of things with his body. And one of them is this.
I see.
You can just gain infinite height along walls, as long as you are angled correctly. Let me up, please.
This is the real Warpath.
Okay, cool. That was a little risky.
Yeah.
We
Nice.
skipped the entirety of the Omega Supreme defense mission. Dude,
Omega Supreme.
it's like 5 minutes, 6 minutes. I'm not going to say the other 2 numbers. I think it's higher, but I'm going to go with 5 or 6 minutes of literally just shooting waves and defending Omega Supreme. It is so annoying because not only is there waves, but because they're making this such a big fight. We're going to auto attack at the end of there just so that we can get out of there a little bit quicker. But so we do that. And we skip all those fights because these waves, essentially in between them, there's like recharge because it's this big important fight, right? So they let you like recharge. They give you a lot of weapons. It's a really sick thing casually because it's a cool fight because you can use all these different weapons. You can play it exactly how you want to. It's cinema. However, for the speedrun, that is really annoying because we would just be, turreting everything, which would not be fun. Also, I was being Stefan Castle of that guy so that he just doesn't body block Optimus and lose me half a second. Yes, you are right. I did that for half a second. You're welcome. But yeah, and so basically, like that fight is actually probably the longest single fight in the game. Maybe? I don't know if I'm legally allowed to say that. Oh, hey, triple jump. Dude, I've gotten a lot of triple jumps this run. What is happening?
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Just a game
I'm
again.
just kind of like hitting it. Anyway, we're going to do the thing again. So basically, like, the game just lets you keep jumping, essentially, because basically, you know how I said that cars are really dumb and they don't ever want to jump? Well, Warpath has the opposite issue. He loves jumping. He's a big jumper. He really, really loves to jump. And so we just kind of slightly offset him, like, as an angle, and then you can just ascend forever and ever. And it's really cool. And so here we're going to get another overshield. So this is what I'm talking about. So overshields are really OP because you saw I was at 1 health. It actually refills you to 4 health and then also gives you an overshield afterwards.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then I guess if you all don't mind, I'm just going to like lay in my bed for like a second. Is that cool with everyone here?
Yeah, sure.
We cool with that? Okay, cool.
Yeah, go for it.
So guys, this, if you can't guess, is an auto-scroller. So we're just going to sit here and just kind of like wait for the game to happen, really. So if we have any questions, you know, that you all want answered, this is a great time to do so.
I got an
anything you
announcement
want to know,
too, if you want.
Yeah, sure, go ahead, yeah.
Sounds
We're
good.
just sitting here.
Hey, if you're watching GDQ in general, we want to hear from you. Games Like Quick is looking to learn how you watch speedruns the most. If you have a few minutes, visit gdq.gg/survey. Let us know what you want to see from us. That'd be a cool thing.
True, you could do that.
It's true. That would help. That would help out a lot, honestly. Especially if improving hotfix and doing other stuff like that. That'd be cool.
Bingo.
Speaking of hotfix, hey, we also have a schedule on our website here you can check out at gdq.gg/hotfix. Want to see upcoming runs tonight or in the future? Go there for sure. gq.gg/hotfix. After this, of course, we have Parallel Universe. Well, before then, we also have one more run after this, Solar Ash. But after that's Parallel Universe, another show going on tonight. You can see what's on that show by going there if you want to.
All right, I have to play the game now. This is so unfortunate. We're still in an auto-scroller. However, I now get to shoot things with my gun. Wow. Oh, wow, wow, wow. All right, so basically, this is the only thing that we can technically lose time on if we suck at shooting. But realistically, you're not really going to lose more than like a second unless you're like, I don't know, really bad at shooters.
Screen.
Yeah, if you're not looking at the screen, you can lose some time. But as long as you're doing that, you'll be fine. And so we're just gonna lock down here, really. That's some top on-bed gaming. True. You're spitting, really. And obviously we got the overshield there just so we just don't die and take a bunch of damage because, I mean, they just gave us 2 overshields. We might as well use them, you know? Now you could participate in the auto-scroller and shoot the enemies and kill them, but like, why do that when you just don't really have to, honestly? There's some water. Oh, that's it. Oh, cool. Wow. All right, well, moving on. I thought there was another way. That'll be so real.
Well,
I miscounted.
love that.
I feel like I always like miscount that. Say goodbye to the destroyer, guys.
Goodbye, Destroyer.
Goodbye. He's dead. Oh my god. Oh. Again, I don't really have to shoot these guys. I'm kind of just doing it for the love of the game at this point. But it's kind of fun to just like wait for these guys to get here and then blow them up. Boom. See ya. Also, fun fact, randomly, this turn is actually worse than all the other turns in the game because look at the spread on this. It spreads so far and it becomes so inaccurate. Like, look, I can't hit this guy.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, but the other turns don't have spread like that, so they're actually very useful. Which means that it actually makes this part, like, even if you want to play it casually, it makes it more annoying because you can't hit half the bullets that you're shooting because the recoil aim is so large. And it's like, why are we doing this? Anyway, the game can crash here. Hopefully it doesn't. but it can. It likes to crash here. So we're gonna see. Do we not crash? Do we crash? If we do, we can spawn in after this. So it's like fine. Yeah. That way. I do this. Hey, we didn't crash! Yippee! Woohoo! We're so back!
Report your positions.
Ooh, that's some good falling right there.
Hey.
Anyway, we're gonna go out of bounds. So this is what I was talking about when I said that this is a party game. So you can actually play this game with your friends, which is cool for this section because this is an entire puzzle section where if I were to play this normally, there's like a bunch of switches, a little puzzle like section where you have to wait for the AI to like open doors for. Okay. Don't worry, this is solid down here. Let me up. We just get to see more of that, which is fun. But there's like a lot of like switches and basically like think like any like party game where like, you know, you're playing like It Takes Two or something and there's like you hit this button to open this door for me and then I open the door for you. And obviously if you waited for the AI to do that in a speedrun, you would want to cry. So instead, we just do this. Wow. How nice. And now we have skipped that entire section. It is a laughably a long amount of time to like do that with the AI. Like, I mean, even with like human beings that like knew how to play the game, it would still like take you a decent amount of time. Like even if you were all speedrunning. But we get to avoid all that, which personally for me is my favorite skip in the entire game. Because if I had to do that section in the speedrun right after doing the auto scroller, bruh. Dude, that would just be brutal, man. That would just not be it. I agree. The out of bounds in this game is sick because you can like see everything like outside of it, which is like really the best thing about it. Yeah, you can ride that guy's claws, by the way. It won't clip you out, but you can ride it for fun. I didn't mean to do that, but you know, that's cool. This is a boss fight. There's no tech. We're just playing the boss fight straight up. It's really just like we're gonna throw like grenades at, you know, at some spiders, and then we're gonna shoot this guy. Like there's really nothing to do here. Whee! But we'll try to take some rides on his claws for fun, just for you guys. I got you. Speedrunners could find a way with taking a nap somehow also saves time. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just gotta take a little bit of a nap in your speedrun, you know.
It's optimal.
So we double grenade. Who cares? We double grenade to save a little bit of time. Yippee! Woo! Yay! But ultimately, we're just kind of waiting here. But while we're waiting, we're gonna just bounce on Optimus. We're gonna bounce all over him. Just for fun, because there's really just nothing else to do. But we can bounce on him, so.
Just flex a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Ow. I'm supposed to jump over this. I don't have to, but I'm supposed to.
And while we're waiting here,
How many Autobots are red? I didn't recognize the other Autobot with Optimus and Warpath. Yeah, it's Iron-Eyed. Yeah. It's the GOAT. And what were we going to ask?
As I say, while we're in here, you could also tell us about how GDQ, I think everyone in your podcast has like a run in it. Is that true?
That's true. We all have a run in the... we all have a run
That was cool.
in the event. I told you could take a ride on his claws for fun. Yeah, Delaware has a run. He's actually the 5th run of the event. He's running Devil May 5 Cry. He's crying all over the devils.
I think that's how that story goes, yeah.
Yeah. They love crying in that game. They're big criers. They're not inhibited by toxic masculinity. They're down to cry in front of people. True. You know, like you all should be.
Just got lots of emotions sometimes. I get it.
Yeah, and then that's on first day of the event. It's literally the 5th round of the event, like at night, 7-ish,
yeah, 7 EDT, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be like 6 p.m. local time.
And then my run is on Wednesday at 7 p.m., which is a bid war. So whichever campaign you like better, maybe the one not with the honor scroller in it, you could vote for and get in so that we could show off either of these campaigns. I mean, they're both sick campaigns. Like, really, like, you can't really go wrong. Yeah. But it is an Autobot versus Decepticon Bid War. So whichever one you like more, you can play. You can vote for it, and I will play to the best of my ability. And that's this fight. And we're gonna go on to chapter 9, and then Coley_02 is playing Scooby-Doo Nav 100 Frats on Saturday morning at like 8 a.m. He's doing the Saturday morning cartoons thing, and then Jax is on back for Vex, which Vex
I'll
is
get
a
eventually.
sick game.
Vex is so cool.
Yeah.
It is one of my favorite games that he plays. Like it's up there. It's in my top 3.
Free. Oh yeah.
It's heat.
The game has like
and
a triple jump glitch or something. Like, that's ridiculous too. It's just like this.
Yep. Well, it has like a movement. Not to spoil his run or anything, but there's more than a triple jump. I think there's like a quad.
Yeah, no, there's way
and
more.
You can like refresh it because you can basically. There's a thing called rage jumping in that game. We're just talking about Vex now. There's a thing called rage jumping where there's like a rage bar, and if you fill it by hitting enemies. So basically, what you can do is that you can double jump, and then you can rage jump, and then you can hit an enemy, and then you can rage jump again. And it's sick. It's a cool game. But you know what else is cool? Flying through a radiation beam. Ow! And getting blown up by a mine. I didn't mean to hit that. We're just kind of driving in a straight, flying in a straight line, not driving. So when I was saying that, like, normally the vehicles, like, weapons are really good, this is what I'm talking about when they're not. So I just played this part recently, like, casually. My goodness, is it miserable, man. So instead, we're just gonna go through here. This doesn't exist.
Okay.
We're just gonna go straight through. Just don't worry about it. But it's essentially you have to fight all those guys in flying form, which takes forever because you have to wait for the thing to lock on if you're in rocket mode, or if you're in machine gun mode, you miss all your shots. It's really annoying. But fortunately, walls don't exist, and we can just barrel roll through. Like the game is actually fighting me there. It doesn't want me to go through there, but I want to go through there, so I just kind of went through there. And so, you know, speaking of walls, for the first time in this game, if the game cooperates me, the floor doesn't exist. Watch your eyes again, by the way. Hollow mirrors, really bad. This one's really bad. I should have gave more of a prep for that, but we're back. We're out of it. Okay, and we're to the next part. Ow! Good RNG? Good RNG.
The Star Fox remake looks crazy.
This is actually perfect RNG. So basically, every weapon drop in this game, you can open crates and get different weapons. This is actually perfect RNG. If only I knew the strat. I don't know the strat. So I'm going to do just the OG strat. But you can actually clip through to the out of bounds to those guys back there, and you can set up these fragma mortars. And then you can like insta clear the wave. I have not successfully been good enough to do that quite yet. Please stop being invincible. Oh, I'm in this. I thought I was. Well, we lost a little bit of time. But in theory, I could do that. I haven't learned it yet, man. I'll get there. I'll get there, guys. Okay, look. But there is a cool strat there. I'm not doing it. Please don't transform. But for now, we're going to kind of just use this here. Wow, that was a kind of a bad fight. But that's okay. Anyway, we're going to go over here. And this is the final phase. So again, this is a more traditional gameplay, but it's about to be non-traditional pretty quickly. Anyway, so this guy's here again. This is one of the big boys. We're going to shoot his feet, turn him around. Do the butter punky and turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Yeah, we do that. Hokey pokey? Mokey pokey? What is the word?
It's the hokey pokey.
It's the hokey pokey? Okay, sorry. I didn't know what the hokey pokey was. I'm not a ball knower.
It's not the okie dokie.
You do the okie dokie and turn yourself around.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. And we're going to get some health here, and then we're going to get some mines. We're getting mines for a fight later in the chapter. So we're just going to hold on to those mines so that we can do the fight without dying. Because that fight, it's actually really, really easy to die because there's snipers in that level, and they do half of your health if you get hit. So don't get shot. And so we're just flying through this thing, by the way. Just don't worry about it. And our good friends Buttons. Hey, what's this? Is this an elevator? Oh my god! No, it's not. Goodbye. Yeah. So we're just not gonna participate here because we're just out of bounds.
Oh goody!
And this is probably my favorite out of bounds. You can see everything. It's so sick.
So
man.
that's really cool.
It's so cool. Anyway, we're gonna fly over here, hit the checkpoint, fly up here, just everything spawning in. This doesn't exist. And we're back down to the next section of the game. Please hit him. Thank you. Wow. We're gonna throw this switch, we're gonna jump to the other side, and then we're gonna throw the other switch. This is another battle moment here. And then we're going to say, hey, get out of this turret. It's mine. Thank you. And then basically we have to kill a certain amount of enemies here. We have to kill a certain amount of enemies here. And we're listening for a sound cue where we're trying to get the thingy. You know the thing. Plasma level. There we go. We're trying to get the plasma level to 110%. It scales based on how many enemies we kill. So we're going to try to kill as many enemies as quickly as possible, obviously using the turrets. Nicely given to us here. And there's going to be snipers up here. We're going to prioritize them because they die quickly. All right, and it's 110%. And we're going to go up here. We're going to get this overshield. We actually desperately need this overshield. This is not a for fun overshield. This is, we really, really, really need this overshield for the next fight coming up. This is a very long section with a lot of battles, which are really annoying. So, if you couldn't guess what's about to happen, we're gonna die.
Wanna guess that one?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we're gonna die. There's very tricky triggers here. Please, man, just behave. We're trying to fly in a certain way so that we don't die. Okay, cool. So now we are out, but we are not out of the woods. So we're trying to get, the game is trying to suck us back in right now. And we have to maintain a certain distance away, but not too far away and not too close and not too high and not too low. And so we're going to be flying in a very specific path. So I'm aiming right at the top of his shoulder. That's Triptychon, by the way. That's who we're about to go fight and kill. He's a gun. He's about to kill Optimus. Watch out. It's really upsetting. But we're going to aim kind of at his, at the tip of his shoulder for a little bit. As soon as it hits 10,000, we're going to aim at his shoulder. And then when the sky changes, we're going to go up here, right on cue. And we're basically trying to fly up and to the right, and forward to Triptychon at the same time, which is why we're kind of offset to the left a little bit so that we can barrel roll in the direction that we want to go. And then we're trying to get enough height because if you're too low here, you die. Smile. So we're going to try to not do that, which I think I'll be good here. And if you miss it, you lose a minute and a half because if you die, you go all the way back to the beginning and you cry. Okay, we're so back. I think we're fine.
nice.
Cool, that is a scary trick just because of how much time you lose if you miss it. It's not that hard if you're just if you don't mess it up, but if you mess it up, it's just over, man. Like most notably before Will got his record in Oddbot campaign, the old one actually had. Oh my goodness! Oh, thanks. Cool. That was sick.
Every time that gun fires, more Autobots die.
I got unlucky with the mine. It went to the destroyer and not to me. So if you notice, my overshield's gone. I've been getting shot. So if I didn't have that overshield, I would be dead right now. So that is why we got the overshield for this fight specifically. We kill these two big turret boys in the back here in order to grab their guns. And then we shoot the destroyers. And basically, once we kill both destroyers... Ow. Once we kill both destroyers... Please don't die. Cool. Just getting a little close there. Once we kill both destroyers, we can just reset the checkpoint and then we can move on. And so that's why we got those overshields, because that's actually a very scary part. Granted, it's not the most... It's pretty punishing. Especially if you die near the end of the fight. But, yeah, so anyway, this is another flying section where you're supposed to do these puzzles and stuff, but unfortunately, there's just no ceiling here. So we're just...
Again, every time.
There's times like that where I'm just like, they just didn't expect people to look up, I guess.
Gamers don't look up, don't you know?
It's true, honestly. Most people do not look up unless you tell them to.
Yeah, and so we just skipped the entirety of the conversion cog. So like Twip the Quan has a conversion cog that we're supposed to do. It's actually a really kind of annoying section of the game, and we get to skip all of that. And it's really cool. And now we're gonna shoot his jetpack. This is more or less an auto-scroller. We just kind of sit here. But you can, like, if you angle yourself to the right, you can go and you can just like kind of flirt with Triptychon. If you angle yourself like a little bit, and then you can just like and I can like hit him and stuff, just for fun. There's no real reason to do this, just so that you can get really close to him for fun. So there's 3 waves. The rule of 3. Video games love 3 waves. It's big. They're big fans of it. So, yeah. Oh, I'm seeing this chatter in the chat. I forgot that I was supposed to be looking at chat. Yeah, you actually cannot acquire this game legally anymore, which is a shame because they just don't have the rights to it because it's a licensed game. But you can get it on the used market because it was printed for PS3 and Xbox 360. So there is legal ways of getting it. And if you don't want to be illegal, then you should be legal and you should get the legal copy. Never be illegal. But fortunately, I actually own the game legally because again, this is the first game that I bought. By the way, we're done with this fight. That's it. Wow. He's falling. Oh, and then we're gonna be on the last chapter. Wow. This is more of a longer boss fight than Omega Supreme. He's a bit more involved. Omega Supreme. Bro, come on. So there's a thing where if you get in front of those guys, they will just zoom forward and take you with them and then ride you all the way over here. I've never hit it in my entire life. Mainly because I haven't practiced it. But I'm just hoping that one day I'll just randomly hit the trick and be able to do it without practicing. Because that's how it works. Anyway, we're out of bounds again because the wall doesn't exist. And we're shooting this thing. This is to skip a phase of the Triptychon boss fight. And if you don't skip the phase correctly, you crash the game. So, we are in crashing territory right now, but it's a pretty easy crash avoidance because essentially all you do is that you just reset the checkpoint. The most OP thing that we do in the game, you just reset the checkpoint, Brad.
Well,
so he's going to do
right next to flying through the ceiling.
That's true, yeah. You know. Or just walls, or just really anything. Just how this game... Dude, this game's so broken. It's so great. It's truly cinema. Anyway, he's going to do 2 tail attacks, and he's going to shoot us. He's going to get us. Yep.
Surely.
Yep. And then he's going to open his big old chest up, and we're going to shoot his chest. Going to hit him with the bullets. Boom. There is a strat here where you can force him to do a triple tail attack, which actually saves time, because he won't... shoot you like with the balls, which the balls are slower. So we want the tail. We want 3 tail. But for some reason, I can't figure it out. I like read like what Will told me to do. I haven't figured it out yet. I need to sit down with it more. But you can avoid the second one where he can just triple tail attack instead. And you can save like a couple seconds. I think like maybe like 4 or 5. But unfortunately for us, we don't get to do that. But we're going to shoot his chest. This is the part where the game can crash. So what you do is you wait for the checkpoint thing, and then you're going to quickly reset the checkpoint. And if you don't do that, the game crashes immediately.
Oh no.
But that one's actually a very easy crash avoidance to do. It's not random. Like it's known about, so we just reset the checkpoint to intentionally not crash the game. And now this is the final phase of the Trypticon boss fight, and so when we destroy his right shoulder, time ends. So the top of his head's gonna appear, and then the left shoulder's gonna appear, and then when we kill the right shoulder, that's when time's gonna end. And it's right for us. So it's his left shoulder, but it's gonna be the right side of our screen. You're gonna know. I'm gonna tell you when time's over. Oh wait, I'm trolling.
Watch out for that tail!
So this is number 1. This is number 2.
Nothing can stop me. Nothing.
And I will run out of ammo before I kill him, unfortunately.
You are wasting my time.
Uh-oh.
And he's just going to shoot at me, and I'm just going to run away from that. And time. I did not run out of ammo, actually. That was very surprising.
Nice.
1 bullet left. That's all I needed.
That is what. Wait, actually,
Literally one bullet. Yeah.
Actually, literally 1 bullet left. Bonk.
Clutch.
Got you. Ah! Anyway, there he goes. Whee. Wow, I like how he just disappears. that's really funny. Anyway, and that's the whole game. That's all of Transformers War for Cybertron. This game is gas.com. And so that's it. Thanks for having me on your show, Shasta. You can find me twitch.tv/Mastani. You can find Delaware at twitch.tv/DECosmic. Not Delaware. He didn't get the name. Unfortunately, he really needs the name changed to the entire state of Delaware. I think that should be a single Twitch tag. I think that would be good for him.
Good branding. Yes, good branding.
Yeah, we have a podcast. It's called the Even Though Nobody Asked podcast. There's a new episode out tomorrow that I need to render as soon as I get out of here. But yeah, that's all my shout outs. Just thanks for having me on. It's very fun to play this game. It's a good game. Good game. Good fun.
That was a lot of fun. Thanks for coming on for this. That was good practice for SGDQ soon as well, because you're running this SGDQ on Wednesday of the event, right?
Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Be there or be a square, or just watch the YouTube VOD. I understand.
Either way.
Things to watch. Yeah.
So many things to watch at SGDQ. So many things to do at SGDQ, that's for sure.
True.
For now, though, we have one more thing to do tonight, and that is go to break real quickly, and when we get back, we'll do Solar Ash True Ending with Mechanical Snails, so stick around for that, for more Schmovement games. So y'all. Welcome back, everybody, to Do All the Things, the GDQ Hotfix show about Herm's experience and completionist categories in general. I'm your host, Mr. Shasta, and we got one run left for tonight. One run left tonight for my show here. We have Solar Ash True Ending Unrestricted with Mechanical Snail, which will be as a backup run for SGDQ. So you might see this in about 2 weeks or so. We'll see though. Hopefully that'd be really cool. It's run sick. This game's really cool in general. So regardless, you're gonna see it right now. It's gonna be awesome. So hello, Snail. How's it going tonight?
Hello. I'm Mechanical Snail. I've been running this game for a few years now, and a lot of the games by this developer, Heart Machine. And with me for commentary to help with, we have my good friend Tallow.
Hey there, everyone. I'm Tallow. Hello, Tallow there. If you see me in the social or anything like that, that's where you'll see me. But I'll be commentating along with Snail here, kind of walking you through some of the skips and the exciting things that'll be going on throughout the game. But we'll be getting started here. for this particular run and most runs that you're going to see, you'll see us starting here on the novice difficulty, just for general hit for the enemies and that sort of stuff. Makes things a little bit simpler. But yeah, whenever you're ready, kick us off here, Snail.
Yeah, I'll start us up. Time begins when we gain control of our character after this cutscene. But this will be the true ending category with glitches. Basically like the all bosses category. To start us out, we are going to have a little intro section. We're going to be diving into a black hole as this main character, Ray. And our goal is to implode the black hole from the inside with the help of our team of void runners in order to save our planet before it makes contact. And right away, before we do any of that, we're going to be getting out of bounds and kind of sequence breaking the introduction with these triple jumps. The game normally lets you have 2 jumps, but by inputting another jump during the coyote frames of a dash jump, we can get a third one in there, and this will let us... Oh, thank God. This will let us get some extra height and distance that will kind of break open the game and let us do some really unintended long distance or long height jumps.
Yes.
And as you just saw there, this game, it has some funky gravity. We just did like a big flip from upside down to right side up. The inside of the black hole makes a lot of good use of 3D space. And on the way down through that jump, you might have seen me staring up into the sky, because the gravity in this game is kind of funky. It works locally, more or less. Like right now, the gravity's pulling me down, but if down, somewhere else might not be down. So by looking in a certain direction, the camera kind of influences which gravity fields are pulling on you. If I want to be pulled in a certain direction, I'll stare at a certain direction, and those gravity fields will kind of be stronger acting on me. Something to that effect. Basically, we can steer our jumps if we're making a really high or really fast jump through the sky. We can get extra distance with the camera. I didn't phrase that super well. If Tala wants to add anything to it.
No, you're all good. No, you had me sweating a little bit over here with that initial jump in. He narrowly evaded a little bit of a soft lock where we would have to do a quick restart. So really good evasion there on the soft lock. But yeah, ultimately this game is it's got all these different gravity pockets that, like he was mentioning, down is relative to wherever gravity pocket you're kind of locked onto. So if you're locking onto a different gravity pocket by looking up in a particular direction, it'll influence your gravity up towards that other gravity pocket. So, but I think you did an overall solid job of explanation there. But we're going to quit out to avoid a hard lock. And unfortunately, with the initial skip that we do there at the beginning, we are not loading in the boss properly. So this is to load in the boss properly here after we hit this next eye.
Yeah, each area, each biome of the game has a boss that we unlock by doing a series of little platforming challenges called eyes. Like we just stabbed that eye right there. And once we've defeated all the eyes and cleared out their goopiness, we get access to the boss. We get it angry and we get it to come attack us.
This boss, Ouroboros, is relatively simple, a very straight boss, to the point of the direction that he's got to kind of head to make all the hits happen on him. But this, on the actual speedrun, is very RNG based, as well as another one of our bosses coming up here later in the run, where we want it to be positioned in a particular way so that we can hit him as quickly as possible. We'll see if Snail gets some good RNG. That first hit was relatively solid RNG, but we'll see what happens here after this hit.
Yeah. Each boss will take 3 hits, and it'll lose some platforming ground each time. This is not the worst RNG I've ever seen, but it's definitely not good. I'm gonna have to travel a long ways to grapple onto this guy.
Oh man. Someone in the chat's talking about hard mode on this game.
Oh, dude, hard mode on this game is really brutal. Like, you have to have full mastery of the platforming mechanics to just barely squeeze out. Like, you have like a 1/10 of a second window on a lot of things. It's really fun.
No, absolutely. I had a blast going through on hardcore mode. It really helped me with the bosses, especially when it comes to trying to navigate the speedrun of this game. Because ultimately, in the speedrun, you want to do it as quickly as possible. And it is really, really good practice if you're trying to learn these bosses and kind of how you should be maneuvering on the bosses and everything. So if you're ever thinking about picking up the game, hard mode or hardcore mode, specifically for the bosses, is excellent. And we're going to finish up this first boss now.
Yep. That was Crater, our first area done. And then our next area is where we're going to introduce a whole mess of glitches and tricks into the run.
Yeah, so right now we're being introduced to Echo, kind of what we see as like the main antagonist of our game here. So we're fighting to clear out these bosses, and Echo's kind of trying to convince us not to. So.
Yeah. She has a stern discussion with us every time we kill a boss and tells us to go kick rocks or something, I don't know. And then she'll break one of our shields and reduce our health by 1. So before I head out, I need to grab another shield in order to refill my health a little bit.
Well, here we're kind of forced to grab another shield.
Yeah, as part of the
in the
tutorial.
in the regular speed run, we actually want as few shields as possible, but for our unrestricted speed runs, we actually want at least one shield basically at all times, at least the way you do the run. That is for these skips that we'll be having coming up. So we're coming into one of the major skips that actually causes this to be the unrestricted version of this run. It's called a hyper launch.
Yes, this is partially banned in a lot of categories because it's almost RNG, but also partially because it is frame rate dependent. If you get jammed into just the right geometry perfectly, you build up a lot of the game trying to push you out, and it will hyper launch you out at speeds where you can just travel across the entire world, basically. Like that. And so we'll be like manipulating gravity during the jump, or like precisely timing our inputs in order to land exactly where we want to go.
Yeah, and right here even, like, we're very specific on how we're landing even up there at the top so we don't hit certain checkpoints. Right now he is taking some hits so that he can do some other skips here in just a couple minutes too.
Yes.
Because I think
I'm about to do our first shield warp as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're about to do another one of these unrestricted skips called a shield warp. Walk them through exactly what's going on here. I know you were around for the initial find for this.
Okay, so this is a shield box. I broke it and I picked up the shield, and then now I'm over here. So what's happening is Ray has really sticky shoes, right? When the boss moves around and you're on like this boss side of a building, Ray moves along with it. It's as if the boss isn't moving. Like, her perspective is local to the boss. So yeah, she gets sticky shoes. She inherits the momentum of moving platforms. And the way that these shields work is that instead of deloading after you break them, oh man, I have to go NMG route.
That's okay. It's okay.
Instead of just despawning after you break them and you collect their health, they actually get moved around the world to somewhere else. The game only wants to load like up to 25 of them at a time. And so it'll just send the one that you just broke to the nearest location where there isn't one. And with our sticky shoes, we get to hitch a ride and come along.
Oh, beautiful save.
And there's a lot of nuance to the glitch. because like you want to be able to know where it's going to send you, and that's going to change based on where you are, which bosses are gone already from the level. If you like touch a checkpoint, it'll just like automatically load in the 25 nearest to the checkpoints rather than the 25 that were nearest to you at that moment. So you have to keep track of like which ones are where if you want to be doing a bunch of shield works across a certain level. And that will be showcased more later in the run, but for now we are just doing some fast platforming towards our second boss.
Yeah, I think you have. That was 1, 2. So we've got. No, you did upper already. That's the final one. Nice. So we are heading into our second boss right now.
The first boss, Ouroboros. This is Ouroboros 2. It's
Electric Boogaloo.
still like a straight line boss, but we're doing some back and forth. It's attacking us a little bit by like dropping bombs on the city. We're ramping up in difficulty a little. We didn't even explain rail slips yet. What I just did on that rail was what we call rail slip.
Yeah, so Ray throws a little bit of a party on the rail. The way the mechanic kind of works is rails have innate speed that you gain when you hop on them, and we're abusing the speed that you gain on a rail and kind of multiplying that speed by spamming the rail grind button. And then we release from the rail with that extra built-up speed. So, that
was weird. I stayed in time slip during the animation.
Nice little time slip, like perfect frame time slip there for the slowest possible hit.
I've never seen that.
Always seeing new things here, but yeah. So rail slips are we're kind of manipulating the way the game allows speed to happen. Okay, you get there. To retain as much of that momentum as possible.
Yeah, we're just stacking as many begin skating speed boosts as we can into as small of a time frame as we can. If we use our bullet time mechanic called time slip, we can get even more inputs even into a tighter time frame to make some really big jumps. So like anytime you see a rail in this game, we will either be just partying for some extra speed on it or time slipping and making a huge jump with it.
Absolutely.
Our goal is to go from eye to eye in the level as fast as possible.
So we are coming up here towards the end of our second boss. And one of my favorite areas. Not my favorite, but one of my favorite. I have a Capital has a special place for me. I've only tried to reroute this place like 4 times.
Successfully at least once.
Successfully at least once. All right, we're going to meet back up with Echo. She's going to give us another stern talking to.
And now we get Sid. We talked to them earlier once. There are like a AI robot companion caretaker who's going to help us with our mission to implode this black hole. This big purple structure that you just saw in that cutscene is called the Star Seed. And we're going around to kill all these bosses one by one in order to activate that Star Seed and collapse the black hole.
Yeah.
And at the Star Seed and here in each level, we have Sid, our friend, and they will become our fast travel points in the future going forward. Anytime we find a new point with Sid on it, we can talk to them and take that as a fast travel point. Or after we beat a boss, we'll automatically get the fast travel point given to us.
So you're going to come over here. We're going to take a quick hit, I believe. And then we're going to warp back to Crater.
Yep, here at the base of the Star Seed, we have a Sid that I can warp to. And I took that point of damage so that I can do a shield warp into our next area, Iron Root Basin.
Yeah.
The shield is going to despawn and pop right where I need to go at the Forest Temple.
Absolutely. Yeah. Someone in chat just asked what happens if you go into that cutscene with those shields, and nothing. Nothing happens. You actually just stay at your base one hit, and you kind of just you're one hit to death. Which again, if you are doing the regular speedrun for this game, that's actually really advantageous. So. And for some reason, all your other friends are missing. Absolutely, yeah. We're not going to visit any of our friends in this run.
Dang. Yeah, it didn't look like much, but we just did like the biggest shortcut in the game, because this building has like a door with 3 different individual locks that you're supposed to go all around the level to go and collect. But because triple jumping is just that powerful, we could just scale the outside of the building and go around it.
Yeah. We found a couple different ways around it these days, but always been faster to skip all of the regular way of getting into that building and just jump over. If it can be jumped over, we just try to jump over it in this game.
You'll see these cutscenes after I hit each eye are like, they're supposed to be of the boss getting angrier with me, but there it was just blue. Because we shield warped into this biome, the boss like never got activated properly, and it's like chilling inside a hill. You can kind of see the big white thing over there is its head. You're like inside of a mountain. So we'll have to wake him up later. Oh my goodness.
Oh no. It's okay. You were get that extra hit in there for fun. Oh, don't you?
Oh, we are so fine. We are so fine. Yeah, we'll have to wake up the boss after our final eye by quitting to menu and coming back.
Yeah, just like the first boss where we quit out. We have to load in the boss, and to load in the boss, we're doing that by quitting to the menu and popping back into the game. And the game's like, oh wait, the boss is supposed to be loaded, and it loads it right on in. So we're gonna skip a checkpoint here. Again, the routing in this game is very specific because in a lot of instances we're trying to dodge enemies or dodge checkpoints so that we can advantageously position ourselves for the next component. So you'll see it a lot in our next biome as well, and I'll kind of point out some of those areas.
There's the final eye being opened.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then
and we will quit out.
After this, we have the most RNG fight in the game, but it's also a very slow fight, which is kind of good for us because we need a lot of money. Not like a ton of money, but we need a decent amount of money for this route. So hold on, I'm going to be quiet for a second. I didn't get my grapple. Oh, I did. Okay. Yeah, we need a bunch of money for this route in order to keep getting shields, so we can do our shield warps and things. So during this fight, I will just be going around and collecting these plasma crystals for money in between boss phases, because you're only allowed to attack this boss when it like lowers down its hair to let you get a hit in.
Yeah, I have notoriously named this boss Rapunzel because we want Rapunzel to let down her long locks, or in this case, her tendrils.
That was no speed, but I think we still have a chance at a fast cycle here.
Ooh, you might. You've got a nice slow start to the boss. You've got it easy.
I kind of misplayed my time slips really badly, but it's really close. I might get one.
Ooh, it is so close. Oh, we miss it.
Oh, I just barely missed it. Okay.
It's okay. Go collect some plasma.
Going left or right? We're going right. Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple plasma crystals over here. So we want to collect, what, about 1,500 plasma for the rest of the run?
Yes. And we're at 1,100, so we're doing pretty well. I might be able to get another 100 or 200 during this fight, depending on if I'm fast.
hit number 2. Yeah. Rapunzel might be one of the slowest bosses in the game, but Rapunzel is definitely my second favorite boss in the game.
Oh yeah, like she's very satisfying. The movement patterns you do on her and the grapples. But
Rapunzel, it's just seriously, when you get into the groove on this one, it is the rhythm. Oh, what a beautiful boost! That was fantastic. Yeah, some of the most satisfying patterns throughout the entire game. When you're on lock, it's fantastic. I think you can get one more crystal. Yeah, you could pop out one more crystal over here. Oh, you just barely made that. Beautiful work.
all right. So yeah, we will be hitting these needles and grapples to get the weak point exposed just one more time. I'm throwing. We're fine.
Good save, good save. Oh, wow. That was almost a death.
I don't think those actually have hitboxes, otherwise I would have 1000% died.
If you're close enough, if you're standing on top of it, you will get hit.
Ooh. Okay.
I have been hit like that before.
That's rough.
In terms of bosses and morality, is this more Breath of the Wild or more Shadow of the Colossus? What do you think, Snail? I think I'd lean more Shadow, but
I would think
too, just
Shadow of the
looking at it right
Colossus,
now.
but I haven't played Breath of the Wild as a disclaimer.
Breath of the Wild's more like
Really?
exploration, like taking the world and everything, less boss fights and stuff. Shadow Class is more like boss fight focused after a while, but with a bunch of stuff in between, I'd say.
yeah. I think I'd lean for Shadow as well. A lot of people reference Shadow of the Colossus. Some people have even referenced like Sonic Frontiers for this game.
I can see that too.
The platforming is very fast and quick paced. So, but yeah, ultimately, I would say probably Shadow of the Colossus is a better reference point. But really good question. We're hitting up Sid one more time before we actually head back to Capital to hit our next area, and one of my favorite skips, which is a hyper launch into the next area.
Yes, the most recently discovered hyperlaunch, I think. I will say
No, actually,
No?
that's not true, because we just discovered the Alkaline, which technically is a hyper launch. Just
technically,
not-
yes.
yeah.
We can.
But the most recent usable hyper launch,
Yeah.
I'd say.
All right. Yeah, we will be going into this train station to do TTS, named after you, Tallow, actually. This is Tallow's train station.
Yeah, this is my train station over here. So there is a jump that we do over here, and we'll talk about it in a second. But
That's no good.
Concentrate. Yeah, jump out of that. I'm gonna let you concentrate on this for just a second, then I'll kind of talk about how I came to be.
That looks fine.
There we go. All right. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful work.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's textbook. That is perfect.
It doesn't get any better than that. Oh, it does not get any better than that.
Very nice.
Beautifully done. So one day I was working on Mechanical Snail's the snail trail, and there's a jump that you can do at that area that he kind of jumped over there to the train station, where you can jump up to the platform above it. It's incredibly difficult. I was practicing that one day and I could not hit it, and I got really frustrated and hopped up and got stuck in that little rafter and accidentally hyper launched myself. And I was like, what the heck is this? And we discovered that suddenly I've accidentally discovered a brand new hyper launch spot that had never been found in the 2.5 years or so that the game had been out. It was a happy accident and a little bit of a rage moment.
Yep. For this eye, we will be just partying and
Oh, good.
Yeah, we'll be rail partying on this yellow rail that we created, and we will be avoiding this checkpoint in this house. It's very awkward. We have to do some detours in our movement to get around this checkpoint, but that's so that we can quit out back up to where we got that blue rail created in the center of the level. And I will be doing a little bit of blind movement here to grab one more rail.
Chat's making me laugh over here. Ooh, yes, beautiful. So we're gonna grab one more rail here, and we're gonna do a second jump that was recently discovered called ICTIPS. You want to tell them what it's named after?
It's an abbreviation for I know this is possible. Skip.
So we for
Wonderful.
years, have. Here, I'm gonna let you concentrate for a second.
Yeah, so we'll do a rail slip here and get gravity from out here to take me into that whale skull. Beautiful.
For years, we have looked at this whale skull and thought there has to be a way to jump up to the top, because before the platform you have to run from one end to the other, and it's incredibly, I'll say it was the slowest part of whale. And I knew in my heart of hearts this is a possible jump. So for about 2 years I workshopped this area when I found some free time. And I was like, if it's anywhere, it is on this rail. And me and Snail workshopped it one afternoon, and he made the jump happen. And he's like, well, one of us has to name it. I was like, well, I think you should name it. He's like, we're naming it. I think I know this jump is possible because you were so tenacious for 2 years on it. Oh, you're...
Oh, the dog was in a really awkward position there. I should have gone for maybe the other corner. But, yeah, enemy RNG.
Grab him again.
Hello? Sir? Sir? He'll come around eventually. This is why we need a shield for this area. We don't actually need any health for shield warps, but we want to skip doing like a giant rail crayon coloring puzzle to get into the basement of the cathedral.
Yeah. Come on, buddy.
I hear him.
Oh, he's too far away.
Yeah,
he's too far away. Oh, he's giving us trouble.
Oh, please come back.
All right. Pop him back over here. There we go. Okay.
I'm too early now. He's in a really awkward position. I need to just be patient.
Yeah, reset him. All right, he's reset. Give him a go.
That's a good spot. You're joking.
No.
Oh no.
This might be one of the most annoying skips in the game.
I feel like there's
positioning.
I feel like for any trick that has like, depending on like enemy luck and like where your position is, always gonna be like a really annoying skip in any game that has it, you know.
There we go. We got in there.
Okay, did a little improv.
Beautiful. Nice work, buddy.
Yeah, this game has like
for this one.
no clips basically. Either you're going through geometry because it doesn't exist, like this wall here doesn't exist, or you're going around things. But that's like the one time we have to do a clip. And it is
making it look easy.
not my favorite part of the game, but it's iconic. Can't be too mad.
Absolutely.
That's true.
So down here, there is actually another save that we're skipping by doing that particular jump. If we get stuck down here, unfortunately, we have to warp all the way back to Capital because we haven't collected Sid. So he's going to quit out. We're going to let him concentrate for here just a moment.
Yep, one more little bit of blind movement. Ah, not the bone pit.
No!
It's too far left.
It's all right.
All right.
It is what it is.
All right.
So we're going to hit this last eye and we're going to head to the boss.
This is an interesting boss. I liked it a lot casually, and it's really cool. But it's like possibly the most jank, awkward boss in a good and bad way.
I was the opposite. I have a lot of people that said they loved this boss. I hated this boss. This was my least favorite boss in the game at the beginning, and now I've grown to have an appreciation for this boss after workshopping it for so long. But we're gonna take a nice little mosey on up to him.
Gonna get a high five.
Hit him with a high five.
We're on like a spherical boss on a spherical mini planet. The gravity here is very
Precarious.
hard to optimize.
Spherical.
Yeah. Yes. So he was doing a little test run earlier, and he got the craziest little speed boost right there on that first one. It just flung him to each of the individual needles, and then other times the boss is like, "Nah, I'm not going to do that," and you're going to have to actually stand completely still while you just float in the air. So
yeah, it has like a one little like curved lip on one of its bone platforms that if the gravity is aligned just right, you can get a huge slope boost off of.
yeah. Sometimes you can get nice little slope boosts off his hands as well if they're positioned well. They're unfortunately not positioned that great this time around. But that is okay. We'll make it work. Beautifully done.
All
Heading
right.
into our final hit now.
Oh, hi. There you are.
Oh, he
He doesn't want to attack me because he's like,
No, he's stuck. He's stuck.
there we go. Please.
No, he's stuck on the. Yep, there you go.
There's like a little crater with a safe room for you to stand in as your save point, but he like really doesn't know how to deal with that crater if he's standing directly above it.
Yeah. So he just gets stuck on that crater, and he just stands there and stares at you menacingly.
He's just standing there.
Menacingly. I love it. So we're about to head into one of the greenest areas of the game. I would say maybe the greenest area of the game, actually. But not green with grass, unfortunately. So.
Oh, I thought you were saying greatest area, and I was like, I kind of agree with you. But yeah, definitely the greenest for sure, at the least.
It's not green with grass though. But I'm gonna give you. I told you I'd give you a hard time for not showcasing my favorite skip, but it's okay. I'll forgive you. We'll see some shield warps. But there is another skip that we have discovered, and I'll give you a little pointer, and I'll give the shout out to anyone that is interested in doing some data digging. If you're looking to speedrun a new game and want to help us data dig on what's called a wrong warp, we've got some crazy wrong warp skips that we can insert right here, but we don't really know how they work.
We have theories, but we only have theories and trial and error, as opposed to like an understanding and methods to predict where things will wrong warp us to.
Yeah.
So there's work to be done.
There's a lot of work to be done with it, but the wrong warp for this particular next skip is at quite literally for the run. What was it, a minute and a half time save or so? If we can get it to
Something
warp at the
crazy
right
like
spot.
that. Yeah.
So I mean, there's the potential for so much time save if we have some consistency with the wrong warps. But I believe you shield warp. Do you just do the regular route up to the beginning area and then shield warp there?
Yeah. I do aim, skip, skip, or I do a modified version of aim, skip, skip.
Okay. Ames being one of the other characters that we don't really get to meet in this run, just like basically every other character in the game.
We'll do a little tiny skip at the start of this area to like avoid having to use the door to enter it. We'll flip gravity like that onto the underside of this area.
Yes, sir. Do some party. We'll throw a little party there on the rail. And hop into the clouds. We talked a little bit about the clouds here, but in the regular game and in the restricted game, clouds are your best friend. You want to stay on the clouds basically at all times for the best reset on boosts and like holding your speed and everything. So
yeah, clouds are like frictionless, and you get to go like 30% faster or something. I don't know the exact number, but it's pretty significant. And if you can like bunny hop and preserve that momentum through a level, it is a pretty big deal. Instead of doing any platforming up this fleet of spaceships, though, I'm just gonna stand on the shield box and it will load me in here.
I see.
That's one of the bigger skips in the route for sure.
I would
Like
say,
top three.
yeah, you're sitting at about a 45-second time save there, I believe.
As opposed to the restricted platforming and
Yeah.
rail slip.
Which, to be fair, is some of the coolest platforming in the game.
Yeah, but we like to get our hands dirty and like cheat, you know?
That's right. That's right. So here's the green that I was talking about. It is unfortunately not grass. It is poison. So don't stick in there too long.
Yes, if the poison meter turns red, it means touching the poison kills me. That's not where I want to go. We'll give it another try.
So we're gonna do a little bit of a speed boost here and head over to what he wants to do as his first eye, which is oh, you did so well. Good job. That was excellent.
Thank you. I agree.
So this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Eye.
Yep.
That's okay.
We're gonna go around this building twice in a row.
What
And
I'd like to do here is retain that momentum from that rail slip, but if you don't, it's okay. Just a little bit slower, but yeah, we're gonna do a double around town and finish the eye off.
And then I grabbed a checkpoint at that last building we were at, the pavilion. So I'm going to be doing a death warp in the poison to get right back there. Which will also set me up for having a missing health for a shield warp later. But yeah, I'll head back over to that building.
Oh, we've got a fellow runner in the chat right now too. Tempest is out there.
Yo!
Good to see you there, Tempest. Thanks for tuning in. So we're gonna go up here around the pavilion, do a fun little clean out of the goop here, and then I think from here you're heading to the ship, right? Over on
Yep.
the left side before we do another little shield warp.
We're gonna take a rail slip and then just bunny hop across like the entire poison flats to preserve that speed. And
Whatever it takes. Right, Sid?
do a little slow boost here on the way.
Oh, miss. Oh, no, you got it. You got it. One more. Ah, beautifully done.
I'm gonna time my triple jump so I don't die to poison.
Yeah, the bunny hops to preserve as much of that speed as possible because we're going faster than Ray can naturally go with the boosts. So I want to preserve as much of it as we can. And right now, all these enemies you're killing are just bonus points for your blast area plasma.
Mm-hmm. Just the last little bit of money I need in those guys. And I need to not take this checkpoint. So I'll be doing some platforming around the outside of the ship. Oh, come on.
Joshua's showing up. We have a little joke.
I'm getting joshed.
Yeah, and we're getting joshed, so we call him Joshua every time we miss something or the hit just kind of goes through the enemy. We say Joshua's shown up.
Yeah. Ray has like a freakishly long melee range when she feels like it.
All right, so we're gonna do another shield warp here.
Yep.
Just barely skipping this checkpoint so we don't mess it up.
You can see that like cloud has like an island on it way up in the sky. We're gonna end up there. And if I touch that checkpoint, these shield boxes like aren't the furthest ones away from me, so I don't get to come here.
Yeah.
So we have to do some save point management in order to get the optimal warp out of that.
We'll call it precise platforming, but the precise platforming is just standing at the right spot on the platform, not the actual platforming itself. Precision is so incredibly important on this run. So,
Yeah, this is more of a... We still get a lot of precision, but in different ways than the restricted route.
yeah. So we're gonna do a fun little skip over here, grab that checkpoint just to be safe.
Because of this triple jump, just barely getting us to the bottom of that goop.
Yeah, unfortunately, if we miss that jump and we fall back down, we have to, unfortunately, route back to the opposite side of the island, and it's incredibly awkward. So it's always smart to grab that checkpoint when we can, just to have that safety net. And that's Tony Hawkeye done.
Yep. We ended up having to use part of the half pipe, making a little quarter pipe rail for the first one, hence the name Tony Hawk. But then for the second one, we can just dash off of the goop to the next grapple point. And we get our third to last boss. Really cool boss. Used to be a big pain back in the day.
I'm glad I wasn't around for that, because maybe Rusty wouldn't be my favorite. But Rusty, I have such a love for this boss. I think it is the coolest designed boss in the game, and I don't know. There's something that I can't get over with a man wielding a giant sword. You know?
Hey, man.
True.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Breach.
Yeah, like we're using a spaceship Freightliner as a sword. It's peak.
Yeah. So.
But back in the day, Rusty would cause problems because, you know, there's all these different platforms for the different body parts, each having like some of their own local gravity, and if you ended up in the overlap of those gravity zones just right, you would get like flung into space and lose a minute. It was bad. But that almost never happens now, so it's a good boss again.
Yeah. So this is probably my favorite part of this boss is the double swipes on this. Just I don't know what it is. It is something feels so satisfying about.
Yeah, there's a really nice rhythm.
Yeah, just Rusty is the headliner boss, dude. Tempest, spitting facts. So for this one in particular, we actually want to navigate away from some of those bigger slopes and slants. If he happens to swipe or drop his blade inside of one of this side or the other side's like slope, unfortunately the hit can get underneath the level and we can't actually hit it. We have to wait for him to swipe again. It's usually like a 45-second time loss.
Oh, speaking of,
hey, let's go. That's a new one. That's sidebar.
I don't think I've ever gotten like that kind of direction and speed, but
that might be an old one. That's very much.
This boss has a little bit of Joshua to him.
That's a new one that I've never seen. But you said usually it launches you straight up, not out like that, right?
Yeah, that was interesting. But that's fun that we got to both showcase that and not lose a minute to it. That was pretty fun.
Now we gotta say the funny GDQ line. That's never happened before.
That hasn't happened before.
That's a new one.
Save anyone, not even yourself.
Oh man, beautifully done. Yeah, that was
Okay.
fantastic save. So this might be one of the most heavily routed areas, because we've essentially routed this next area in unrestricted and restricted to where you can basically do any of the eyes in whatever order you want to, and you can make it work pretty well, no matter which one you end up at. But you're going to be showcasing another hyper launch here, aren't you?
Yes. This route, this next level, Peak, has a bunch of islands that you're supposed to do in sequence. Each island unlocks a rail that brings you to the next island. It's supposed to be pretty linear. But because there's rails, you can just jump wherever you want. And because we're running unrestricted, we can do a really cool hyper launch to ideally, I'm going to land at a certain location, but I can basically reroute on the fly based on wherever I land. And so there's 20 different ways to go through this area. It's really fun from a routing and gameplay perspective.
Yeah, it might be one of the most fun areas. It's kind of such a bummer that it's the last area you do, because of the level of difficulty it is, but at the same time, it's kind of what you want in the game. But, ooh.
That's
okay.
good. That's exactly what I want.
And we landed at the first eye.
All right. So, this next jump that I'm going to be doing is a rail slip jump, but it's also a triple jump. If you combine the two techs together and you triple jump off of a rail slip, you can get the longest jumps in the game. And I want to carry enough speed to land on a certain platform over there.
Beautiful. Nice job.
That's hot.
Oh, all right,
That
all
is
right, get it.
Perfect.
Nail this. Oh, you're not going for it. Okay. I'll let you have this one. I'll let you have it.
Yeah, I don't know the insane throwing the run dangerous strat there, but
There is a throwing the run dangerous strat there where instead of grappling at that first one, you swipe it, so you retain all of your speed.
you're just falling
jettison
straight towards the lava. And you pray you hit everything you need to hit in order to spawn a grapple point.
That's right. Oh, beautiful. So we're going to take some hits here. We're going to take one hit, grab this box, take another hit, and then get over here just in time for T.
Yes, on the route that I'm currently on through this area, there's a lot of shield warps back to back to back to take me where I need to go. So I'll clear out this next eye at this tower, and I'm going to try to save this checkpoint for later and don't hit any new ones afterwards. Because I need to spawn at one of these towers in order to reach this boss who's going to be up in the air.
Oh man, I'm so excited for Carousel. Carousel is one of my favorite eyes in this area. Actually, it might be my favorite eye in this area.
I am not looking forward
This next shield box doesn't take me where I need to go, but it takes me to a shield box that takes me where I need to go. So we're just going to do a little warp chain with it.
Now we'll warp here, take a hit, grab the shield box. We're going to take another hit, and then kill that guy so he doesn't hit us again. And we are off to Carousel.
We go round and around.
Swipe. Yes.
Solid.
Great job. So we've got one more shield warp that we're going to hit over here. And it is literally right where we spawn. So makes it nice and easy.
It's also really nice that in unrestricted, we have to do these precise shield warp chains in order to get where we need to go, but we get to have an extra HP because we need one. And that is fantastic because Peak, as a whole, is dangerous, but especially...
Okay. That's fine.
I don't think I've ever been able to take shelter there before. I've never tried. But this area is just full of all the hardest enemies in the game everywhere. So having some extra cushion health is really nice.
Oh, you didn't grab him again. Good luck.
No,
Oh,
I angered him. I got him to attack me when I was sheltered behind that wall.
I didn't even see you. I did not see you get the aggro there. So great work.
Yeah.
And that's our last hit. So we're gonna actually take a dive into the lava. Sometimes you just need a quick lava bath before you hop into a boss fight.
Get clean.
Yeah,
Hygiene
clean
is
yourself
important.
up. Just white knuckle the whole time, yeah. But yeah, I think this is probably one of the easiest areas in the run on unrestricted because of all the shield warps and everything. Like, this area is very not dangerous with the extra health, and when you don't have to do 90% of the obstacles.
Yeah, you are not in danger of dying really, except for the lava. So if you do die to the lava because of a mistake, you need to know a backup route, because the shield box destinations are probably going to have changed. But like, the enemies don't present a lot of danger to you.
Yeah.
It's just executing.
And the platforming too. Some of the more difficult platforming in the game is this area on the restricted run, and we skip all of it. You're not having to do.
Yeah, we do like none of this area.
Graveyard skips. You don't have to take care of. You don't have to even think about like Wiggly's armpit, which is honestly, I think, one of the more fun skips here. But that is what it is.
I think there's one or two routes that includes it based on like where you land your hyper launch.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's growing weaker and more desperate.
All right, we got one more hit. Okay, nice job.
I'm
Nice
gonna
job.
hit this mushroom through the floor to get sent up this tower. And then this last phase is like a tiny bit sketchy, especially at the very end. But we're in the end game now.
Absolutely. We are coming up on the final hit of what we believe to be the final boss, outside of Echo. So we got one more little path to traverse here, and we're going to hit a couple needles on the way and finish the boss.
So, we've
Nice.
defeated all the bosses. We should be able to, like, activate the starseed and collapse the black hole and save the day, and everyone claps, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's what happens. That's what happens.
Of course, of course.
And around we go. Spiraling.
Or something.
I mean, she said something about spiraling downward or something. I don't know. Just ignore her. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She doesn't know what she's talking about. We know what we're talking about. We're the protagonist.
Yes.
So we're gonna watch our goop and grime disappear. We got one more little chat here with a shutdown Sid that we're gonna go try to boot back up, and then we'll head to the final boss. Except we're not gonna boot Sid back up, are we?
I'll get you back on.
You know, we could, like, talk to Sid and save the day and use the maintenance rail to climb Starseed, but maintenance rails are for, like, OSHA compliers. We're not about that energy here. We're about going fast. So
We
we're
actually
gonna
have one more
jump into the
hyperlaunch.
hyper launch spot one more time. And through the use of some reversed gravity field manipulation.
Oh, you got it wrong.
I got it wrong. We're gonna bend gravity to our will and get sent directly to the starseed.
Someone in the chat said the boss section at least had some neon white vibes. I've seen a little bit of neon white. I'm not super familiar with that game. Maybe one of the other people here can comment.
It's better than I thought it was. I thought I was getting nowhere.
I thought you were getting nowhere too.
Do a little gravity
Yeah,
manip to land right back at the spot. Get in the hole.
There.
That's a lot of speed.
That was so much. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know. Are anyone here familiar with the neon white? Maybe speak to it a little bit better.
I've seen it. It's like a shooter, kind of.
Use
And
like
it has
cards and
some-
stuff to shoot. It's pretty cool.
It has
can
some
kind of see
similar
comparison there.
vibes in a couple of spots.
I can kind of see the comparison, but I don't entirely get it myself. But I kind of see it at least.
I don't think the gameplay is similar at all, but I think the pacing of the gameplay like has similarities. This is way
Both
too
are
much
very
speed.
fast.
Oh my goodness.
I need a lot less speed than that. I need just enough speed to like stare into a wall as I fly up it in order to get pushed away from the wall.
Yeah, you're getting some wacky amounts of speed going on here right now.
Can't go too fast. Speedrunners are always saying this.
All right, I'm gonna let you concentrate on this one for just a moment.
Yeah, good luck.
That's pretty low speed. Almost. That was close.
Yeah. Yeah, you're maybe turning a little early. I'm not too sure. You do it a little differently than I do.
I'm getting put behind that mountain instead of in front of it is my problem.
The joys of hyper launching.
If I fail this like 3 more times, maybe I'll take the rail.
Yeah.
But that would be lame.
Oh, okay. They're talking more about the feeling as opposed to the mechanics.
Yeah, I get the vibe
more-
for sure.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I haven't seen enough of the game to feel it out. All right, you got this now.
That's a ton of speed, but it might work.
Oh, nope, too much speed.
Yeah, not in the right direction because there was too much.
Mm-hmm. Too much speed up, not enough speed out. We were showcasing this, or playing this last week. We threw out the caveman speak.
This is a free jump, by the way.
It's completely free.
There we go.
It is. There
Just do it right.
is. Yeah, if you do it right, it's fine.
If you do it correctly, it's free. We love to poke fun and like we'll find a really difficult skip, Tallow and I, because Tallow has been absolutely cooking this game routing wise. But we'll like find something that's just barely possible, and once you're able to replicate it like once, it's free.
Guys, it's freer than, you're going to your grandma's house and expecting cookies,
It's freer than air.
Yeah, that's right. Freer than air. You're already on the right page, Shasta. You can join on in. We'll allow you to join in on the fun.
Heck yeah.
Already get it. Already get it. So we have watched our planet now has just been destroyed, and
I
we're
don't
gonna
think
have
it
a little.
got saved quite right.
Yeah, we didn't save it quite right. So now we're gonna have a little conversation with Echo and say we're gonna activate this and save our planet.
Show some mercy.
She's like, "Are you blind?" So we'll have a little discussion.
She's actually gonna stop us in the middle.
You get it.
And now we have a real decision to make.
We want to fight all the bosses and get the true ending.
Ah, man.
There's only one.
Emily, I wish I could say that there was a mobile version for this game, but there is not. It is on, I believe,
On
basically every
Switch,
platform.
I think.
Yeah, it's on Switch. It's on,
But-
if you've got Steam, all of that.
It's on Xbox Game Pass.
It's on PS4 and PS5.
So it's basically on every platform, but not a mobile game, unfortunately.
If you're interested to speedrun it, I would recommend Steam or Epic.
Correct. I would recommend PC. Unfortunately, the skips and such are not going to be quite the same based on whichever platform you're playing it on. Most of the speedrunners for this game, I believe basically all of them, are Steam enthusiasts as opposed to Xbox or PS5.
Yeah.
There's no saving them.
Think.
All I did was prolong their suffering.
Anyway,
I'm so
There are some
So-
skips that aren't possible and that sort of stuff on other platforms.
Ray has a tummy ache,
Been there before.
and yeah, sometimes it's just like that. But we're gonna go into the end game sequence now.
Ray has a tummy ache.
After a very long loading screen. But this time, we're not playing as Ray.
The pain is gone.
We get to be Echo, the big angry space lady.
Like I can breathe again.
And love her. But she is slightly different than Ray. She has...
Just a little more floaty.
Yeah, she's a little more floaty, a little faster maybe too. She handles just like a little differently. She's really nice to control.
Yeah. So we're gonna hop
And-
on a tree. We're gonna hop on a building. I mean, doing all the.
This is actually an exact replica of the very starting area of the game, the one that we jumped out of bounds and skipped a tutorial for. And so yeah, we're gonna do that again. We're gonna jump out of bounds and skip a thing.
Yeah. All of the skips. If we can skip a cutscene in this game, we skip a cutscene in this game. She's also rainbowy. Absolutely, she's rainbowy. Flowy, rainbowy, very blue and purple.
So yeah, Ray decided to blow up the starseed at our advice, but now she's full of starseed and she's really mad. So we're gonna help her out.
Yeah, quite literally full of starseed. The starseed is unfortunately impaling her. Yeah, we got to get that out of there. So that's our job here. Is we're gonna get rid of some of these things that are ailing her.
Yeah, we're gonna do 3 phases of, instead of like hitting nerves to expose a weak point, we're just gonna go around and remove shrapnel. Oh, I got a speed boost on that one.
Yeah, you did.
When she attacks you with these tendrils, if you grapple to them and you dash at like the exact right frame, you get to keep like dash speed all the way up the rail. It's really fast.
I don't know why.
Yeah, getting all these shrapnel pieces out. I'm sure it does feel nice. Absolutely. So we have one more hit here, and then we'll call for time.
Time will be like
on the
like the
it'll be
4th phase,
There'll be
technically.
like a 3-chain hit that we'll call time for. So we
Gravity here is very awkward. That's clean. Okay.
that was very clean. You should get pulled off into the right. But we're gonna get this last piece of shrapnel out, and then we just have the main chunk of the starseed down the chest that we're gonna get out of her. So on the 3rd hit, we'll call time. We'll count it down.
Can't go back. It's
There's 1.
we have to pick
There's 2.
and fix what's left.
And
And
The truth is ahead.
there's
Time.
our time.
GG.
Great work, Snail. Such a good job.
GG.
Beautifully done. So we are going to see one of the most iconic moments in the series where we see the grab. One of our community speedrunners just got that tattooed on her. So
Yeah, this whole
That's
ending
awesome.
sequence is just so
huge
beautiful.
shout outs. Huge shout outs to Lobster on that.
Ray.
But that has been
You've managed
Solar
to
Ash.
break the cycle.
True ending.
That is Solar Ash. We've got a
Time moves on.
couple of little, we'll get to see some of the characters that we missed throughout the game.
There's so much work to
Little bit of a conversation that happens here, but ultimately, very, very good job on the run there, Snail. Good job.
Thank you. Yeah, that was like a really
Our
clean run.
for the
Pretty much the whole time until I missed that one hyper launch over and over.
Yeah.
But like, that was a good run. I'm happy with that.
Heck yeah. It was a lot of fun to watch.
I guess shout outs to the whole Discord community, especially like routers like PDO, Tallow, Azama and Chroma, people finding glitches and applications for them and building this game up.
Wait.
Hold on.
Who is this?
Is that Mr. Krabs?
What? Mr. Krabs is in this game?
Hey, yo.
What the heck?
Flying a spaceship.
All right, I gotta go play. I can play this game again. I've played this game this many times and I've never seen Mr. Krabs.
Also, big shout outs to the developers Heart Machine, because they've like worked with us as speedrunners to not make the game worse or to like keep in old skips that we wanted when they did their patches.
Mm-hmm.
Like if there's a game-breaking glitch like the shield warps, they had to patch it out, but they left it in. Like if you're holding a specific button combination during the shield deloading, it still works the old broken way like we wanted. So like they did not have to go out of their way like that for us, but they did, and big thanks for that.
I love when devs do that, honestly. That's so awesome.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's part of why, like, if you play it on PS5 or Xbox, some of those things actually did get patched out and then repatched into the game afterwards. So the Steam version of the game has the patched back in, but the other versions of the game do not. So it's where some of that comes in. It causes some other skips to be possible in those versions of the game, but like one of the biggest skips that we do is actually underground, and that wall is an actual wall in PS5 and Xbox. But say big shout outs as well to Snail for the run, for really showcasing the run so well. I am incredibly proud of you and all that you've done for the community as well. Big shout outs to a couple of my friends I know that are watching, Osco and Kleb, if you're out there. Appreciate you guys tuning in. And Def, if you're watching, appreciate you. But yeah, if you guys are ever interested in checking Snail out, I believe his
I am mechanical_snail on Twitch, and I will stream occasionally.
Yeah,
but
if you're looking for me, I am Hallo Tallow, HALLOTALO, and I stream on occasion as well, not too frequently, but you're always welcome to tune in if you're interested. But just ultimately, really proud of you, Snail. Great work today.
Thank you for commentating, and people out there. If you want to help us break the game and figure out how it works, we need to figure out how wrong warps work.
Yes, please help us.
God help us.
Please help us.
But yeah, that's all from me.
That's all we got. That's all she wrote.
Thank you very much, both of you, for coming on the show tonight. And I'll be it tonight for Do All the Things as well. After this, we have Parallel Universe with Helix. Tonight we have Super Mario Sunshine Eclipse with Matt Tower on, so stick around for that. That'll be a lot of fun. If you've been enjoying the Shmooping games tonight, especially, there's more Shmooping on the way, so stick around for that. For now, I'll see y'all at GDQ if you're going.